Good evening, folks, and welcome to the 91st Minute here on Twitch and YouTube. Episode 80 tonight. The international break is upon us. We are enjoying every minute of it, aren't we, gentlemen?
Can
I play a sound effect?
Yeah. Okay. Guys, I have one beg of you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Twitch viewers, please. Everybody, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's good. You know, this is what happens, guys. I don't think you, if you're not understanding, you don't have to watch the YouTube, okay? You're here, that's more than enough. But what happens is YouTube and their AI Google brain says, "Oh, action over here. Let's tell other people about this action," right? And that's what happens. And so that helps because you know, we're trying to grow something here. So please, if you can, it costs nothing. Or does it cost anything?
No, it's free.
That's free.
They're not going to come try to harvest your organs or anything?
And
wow.
Free 99. And please accept this apology for every segment from here on out having me start it with an intro and then stop to say, "Oh, please hit subscribe if you're enjoying this video."
Yes, one of us should have to say that at some point, like in the middle of the segment.
You have to start the segment and then drop it in.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? That's, yeah.
Anyways, guys, as always, guys, we have Milo the First with us here. Milo, how you doing?
Excellent.
That wasn't very confident.
I'm convinced.
Hoff, how you doing, man?
Also excellent.
Oh, wow. Could we make it 3 in a row? Cultured, how are you doing?
Yeah, excellent. Why not? Let's make it 3.
God.
Nice.
Oh my God.
How are you?
Unbelievable.
That's the question on everyone's lips.
I'm you know, a little frazzled. I was hustling to get the show up and running tonight, but we're here. We're on time. We got a great show, you know.
Do we?
A little I got some tea here. Hopefully we have a great show. We'll see.
It'll be fine.
It'll be a fun one. It'll be a
You'll
fun one
like
today.
it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There's not much news. Is there anything in the news you guys want to mention before we just kind of get into whatever we're doing today?
Are we going to ask the question that was posted? Do you want to do that?
I had one little nugget.
Okay.
We don't even have to discuss it. Germany fired their first manager ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's really interesting.
He's gone.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
In the same week that Kai Havertz talked crap about, did you see that? Havertz was talking about how he felt like the German team wasn't supported in the World Cup and stuff. So that was all kicking off as well.
Interesting.
They don't have a striker, right? Germany. They just don't have a striker. So it's not surprising they're not scoring many goals or playing very well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're like the Chelsea of the international team. They've got loads of players everywhere other than striker. So yeah. But lost to Japan, wasn't it? 3-1.
Yep.
And that got him the sack. Yeah.
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 Poor
Paul
old Flip.
Pogba has apparently tested positive for testosterone today. It's interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be suspended.
Something about that. Yep.
Hey.
I had this
gone.
question for you three. I'll read it out. I'm going to put you on the spot, and chat, you can join in as well. Okay. If you had to choose, which Premier League manager would you have as your parent, best friend, and boss? 3 different managers. Which Premier League manager would you have as your parent? So dad, presumably, because there's no female managers in the Premier League. Best friend, you know, someone you want to have a beer with, maybe, party, all that kind of stuff. And who would you want to be your boss?
Can we go around and do like parents first, then best friend, and then
sure, why not?
Boss, rather than all off the bat at once? Because I've got my parent.
Daddy.
yeah. Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson.
Oh, Roy Hodgson. He's old. He's experienced. He can pass on a lot of knowledge. And
Good one.
you know, he's the sort of person you don't want to see like every day, but when you see him, you want a nice steak and a glass of red wine and a bit of wisdom. So yeah, Roy Hodgson is my dad.
You know who you wouldn't want? Or maybe, actually, let's see who Cart and Hoff say first.
Yeah, let's see what everyone say.
Who's your daddy, Cart?
Who's my daddy? Let's see. I'll go with. You know who I'll go with? I'll go with. So there's dad, friend, and what is it?
Just
Boss.
we just want
Kill?
parent right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
it's based
parent.
on that, right? And by the way, this could be edited into a fantastic short. Just saying.
Okay. I didn't think about this.
Yeah, it will be a good short. It'll be a good short.
My father, I don't know. I'll go with.
I mean, you'd have to give it that much thought.
I don't know
He's
who.
not
I'm trying to
actually-
think of the managers.
He's
I
not
just tried to
actually
think of the
gonna
best.
be your. He's not actually going to be your dad.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
just
go
wanna
with-
make that clear.
I'm gonna go with Sean Deitch. Sean Deitch.
Sean Dyche. That's the
Nice.
last person you'd want. When you sneak
Oh
out
my
at night
gosh.
for a sneaky beer, he would be all over you. Like,
No, I wouldn't have. You know, I would get in less
Hoff.
trouble.
Hoff, who's your daddy?
Nope, I'm not gonna go there. Probably just because I imagine he has a kick-ass record collection. He may not even like music, but I'm gonna go with Thomas Frank.
Thomas. Frank.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Thomas.
I'm going to go with Unai Emery.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, Dad. That's what I say.
Good
every day.
evening. Good evening, son.
All right, best friend. Cultured, who would your best friend be if he was a Premier League manager?
I was torn between two, so I'm going to go with the one I think is the more fun. New to the Premier League, Ange Postecoglou. Aussie, talks it straight, fancies a beer, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah, probably would be all right. Yeah.
Probably likes Foster's.
I think this is the one where I should have gone with Sean Dyche. Actually, I think this is the
your
one.
Your dad could be your best friend.
Your dad
Yeah,
might
I'm
be your
going.
best
I'm going with
friend.
Sean Dyche as my best friend as well.
All right.
We have a
That's
very
not-
tight nuclear
that's nice.
family here, guys. Okay, there's a
That's
fly
nice,
flying
yeah.
around. I'm just gonna. I have this thing. I just got this thing. I'm gonna try to kill the fly. I don't know if you guys can see it flying around.
That is the paddle that Sean Dyche used to beat Cartwheel when he was a kid.
These flies, man.
Hoff, who would be your best friend?
Not only because he's German, but mostly because he's German. I'm gonna go with Kloppo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about.
I was going to go Klopp, but I won't do a duplicate. So for my best friend, it's going to have to be Mikel because he can get me free tickets. He can get me free tickets to all the games.
Got it.
Oh,
I got one.
You
I don't know
didn't
if
just
you
go
heard that.
there. You got him. Nice. Well done, Carl.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Well, free
electrically charged.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Free
It's pretty
tickets to
fun.
all the games. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but-
that's why.
You'll have to look at his Lego haircut
That's okay.
every day.
That's okay. The ladies love it. He'll be a great wingman. He'll be a great wingman. And finally, Cultured, who, if you had to have a Premier League manager as your boss, who would it be?
Oh, this is the hardest one, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to go with Pochettino. Because I think I react well to an arm round the shoulder rather than like a Mourinho beatdown. So I'm going to go Pochettino. Because a lot of people say Pochettino's a good man manager. So I'm going to go Pochettino.
Yep. Cartwheel, obviously going to go with Pep.
Or Dyche.
I mean, I was thinking, might as well go with Dyche. Why
It's a
not?
father-son business. Who's your best friend? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
Sean
my
Dyche.
God, dude. Oh God. If your boss was a Premier League manager, who would it be?
It would be. I was thinking about him for parent, but it's not a very good parenting style. But it might be a bossing management style. There we go. That could work at your job. I'm gonna go with Eddie Howe because he doesn't seem to care when bad shit happens.
I was going to go with Eddie Howe.
Eddie.
You too.
Good Lord. All right. I will go with, you know what? I'll go with Eric Ten Hag because he'll let me get away with murder.
Oh boy. Nice.
There you go.
I want to shout, Vincent Kompany was high on my list of all three as well. Thought Vincent Company seemed like a good guy.
Forgot about Vincent
Sorry.
Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Alrighty.
that's all right. You only had to remember Sean Dyche for all of your answers. So
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
isn't Sean Dyche just like the perfect person, though? He's just like, you know? What
It's
more could you
Dyche.
want from a person?
Not
Dyche, Dyche, whatever.
Dyke is something else.
Uh-oh, are we frozen?
It is.
We're frozen. Hold on.
It's a
froze?
part of a river.
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
Hold
it?
on, we're frozen. 1 second.
Dyke is a part of a river. You saved yourself well there, Milo.
I know, right?
In a fjord.
Unfreezing.
While we're unfreezing, Cinzero asks, "Would you marry Sean Dyche?" I assume that's a,
That has to be
a
directed.
question
to
for
Carl.
Cart. Yeah.
Would I marry Sean Dyche? I don't think I could.
If you had to marry a Premier League football manager, who would you marry?
I mean, what is the female? Okay, this is rude, but what is the female equivalent of balding? Is it balding?
Balding, I
Yeah,
imagine. Yeah.
females bald.
Yeah,
They thin
they?
out.
Yeah,
Oh,
now,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
I'm trying to imagine what a female Sean Dyche would look like. And
Don't
he's
imagine
bald.
that.
Absolutely horrendous. Yeah.
That is
Can you get rid of his ginger goatee though?
I don't know.
terrifying.
I don't know. What he'd look like.
All right. Guys, international break. If you haven't guessed,
International break.
This is the level of content that you'll be getting till football's back next week.
Alrighty, should we get into our first segment, Milo?
What is it? Trivia?
Trivia, right? We're doing trivia
Okay.
first.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just checking. 'Cause
Alrighty,
it's changed
guys.
Since my original. Sorry.
All right, here we go. I'll give you the. Here we go.
All right, because it's international break, we're doing some trivia this week. Round one is going to be guess the football team by the player's nationality. You may have seen this quiz a lot on various streams, and such as Cartwheel Champs stream. I know that he might be the best for this. Now, the good thing about this quiz is I can play too. Those in the chat, you can yell out answers as well if you want. But yeah,
We can't look at
So-
chat though, right?
no, we can't look at chat. We
Right,
can't
right.
look at chat. So
Are we just shouting when we have the answer?
Yeah. Don't worry about your name or anything. Each round will be a little different tonight.
Well, we
We're gonna
get
keep it
one
quick,
go. We
yeah.
can't like fast like England, France, blah blah blah. Right? We just won. We get one shot.
Sure, but if we're all done, we'll keep going. Cause
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Guess the team by the
So-
national.
Team number one should be on your screens
Yeah.
now. I can't see that. I can double check though. Yeah. Lovely. So we got Portuguese are up front.
So this is what year is this from?
Don't know. Couldn't
Chelsea.
tell you.
Chelsea.
What
Yeah, I
makes
was
you-
gonna say Chelsea.
You think Chelsea? What makes you think
Ooh.
Chelsea?
I'm going Chilwell left back, Reece James right wing back, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly. Don't know who the Frenchman would be off the top of my head. I'm going back to like, oh no, it'd be Raya
Oh.
in goal, wouldn't it? Because it's
And then-
updated.
Kante?
No, because it says,
Disasi.
I think it's updated. It'll be Disasi at the back, Enzo Fernandez in midfield. As the
Can you see the
Argentinian.
upload date real quick? Hello.
Nah, just we're guess. We're going.
Yeah, I'm going Chelsea. I'm going Chelsea.
Yeah, that's right.
The answer is.
Hold on. Do we all get to guess or no?
I mean,
What if one of us is wrong?
True.
Does anyone think it's not Chelsea?
Wait,
That-
sorry.
that-
Who's the German? Who did you say the German was?
That's a good point. That it's not Chelsea. Hold on. Oh no, it is.
You know
It
what,
is. That's Havertz. This is from
round
last year.
This round is a collaboration. Okay, how about
Yeah.
that?
This is
Round
from.
one
sounds
is a
good.
collaboration.
I think this is the end of last year, depending on when it's uploaded.
Okay.
I think Chelsea. But who?
And then I'm thinking, like, who's the striker?
Joe
Who's
Felix.
yeah.
Oh, João
Oh,
Felix.
yeah.
João Felix,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Time. The answer is indeed Chelsea.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
Havertz
You
is
got that
strong.
really early, by the way.
Yeah.
You
Thank
got
you.
that very, very early.
The Portugal
Got the
threw
foot-
me off.
Football useless knowledge is my
Team
wheelhouse.
number two. This is a collaboration. So
Bayern.
chat, we can
Bayern
look,
Munich.
if you want to look at chat.
Oh, wait, this isn't a okay. It's not a competition. We're just guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Bayern Munich.
We can
Sorry,
discuss
sorry.
it a little, you know?
Okay. Sorry. I was okay.
So
Cool.
Jonathan David on the left.
Oh yeah, Alphonso
Yeah.
Davies. Yeah.
Alphonso Davies.
Alphonso Davies. Yeah.
Jan Sommer in the net.
Choupo-Moting up top.
Yeah.
Choupo-Moting
Yeah.
or Sadio Mane, or one of those two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys have got it.
Coman,
what a-
Sané, Goretzka, Musiala, Kimmich.
Yeah. Cart went straight to competitive mode. Yeah.
Delict.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, we always do.
I thought it was trivia.
It's got a little timer, Milo, so you might as well just let the timer go.
Oh, I know
will
this.
before the
There you go.
timer.
I will pause it if we haven't said for the end.
Yeah, okay.
I know.
Go
Real
for it.
Madrid.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Real Madrid, yeah.
Got to be Real Madrid,
Alaba,
right?
the Filipino
Yeah.
Austrian.
This would have been with Benzema.
Yeah.
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 And
Modric
Vinicius.
gave it away to me.
Modric, yeah. Of course.
Did you know Alaba is half Filipino?
Is
I
this
didn't,
Uruguay? Who's the Uruguay? Is that
Valverde.
Uruguay?
Pereira? Oh,
Oh,
Valverde.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Valverde.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I should know. I've got 8 of him on eFootball. All right, next up, we have. Who do we have?
Oh, lots of
Portugueses.
Oh, I think I know.
Greek goalie.
That's Benfica.
It's Benfica, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they got Vlachodimos in goal. There aren't many
Yeah,
Greek
that's-
goalies around.
Grimaldo on the
Only
left,
thing I
I
was
think.
thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
who's the Norwegian?
Otamendi, center back. The Norwegian, his name, I don't know how to, his name is like,
It is Benfica.
Arsnes, yeah.
Arsnes.
Yeah, indeed. All right, next up.
I know.
Yeah, I told you you'd be good at these because you do these.
Yeah.
Milan.
is it?
Oh, shit.
Good,
Milan.
good pause. That's a
Rafael
great
Real.
shout.
Benacer, that's probably be Tonali.
Nice one. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Tomori.
Yeah, Tamori, of course.
Tomori.
Benacer.
I wouldn't have got that. That's a great shout. Kat.
Olivier Giroud. What a player.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a player. All right, who we got?
PSG.
PSG indeed, yeah. So Messi.
Donnarumma, Hakimi.
Yeah. Chat is straight in there as well on that one.
Nice one, chat.
It's looking for the obscure flag and trying to get that player, I feel.
Oh, this is
Another
Sevilla.
Croatian. Sevilla, Moroccan in net and up front.
Bunu and what's his name? Nazri.
Oh, yeah. And
I don't think I'd have got
Kat,
this
that
one.
was rapid, yeah. I don't
That was
think I would've
really
got that.
rapid, yeah.
I don't know, you know? It's the beef jerky.
Powering the brain.
Lamella.
Yes.
No, the guys in chat, they know these two.
Wreck.
Trust. They.
Yeah.
Man
Oh
City.
yeah.
Man City.
Man City,
Man City.
yeah. That one's pretty straightforward.
Did
I
you
think
did you see
Haaland
Erling Haaland's
gives it away.
tweet today?
No, what did he say?
He typed Erling Haaland, and
Like,
today
as in
is
AIR?
today is September 11th. It's a little insensitive, if you ask me.
Oh, God, that is, yeah.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Who's that?
that's
Ivory
a
Coast up
stretch.
front.
This is.
Oh, that's Dortmund.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast.
Aller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Haller, yeah.
Dortmund, yeah.
Ole.
Stefan's all over these.
Yeah, Stefan's probably got him.
Stefan in chat is all over these.
I have chat closed.
YouTube,
so.
feel free to yell them out, just before they're shown to yourself.
Juventus.
Yeah.
It's Juve.
Yeah, it has
Di
to be.
Maria.
Vlahovic.
Going
Di Maria
back,
might
just
be one
looking
of
at the
my-
goalkeepers.
Di Maria
Chesney
might be one of my
Goldman.
favorite players all time.
What?
Have you ever heard any bad press out of him?
Well, it was rubbish for Man United. That's as much bad press as
Ajax.
It's Kudus.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's Ajax. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good shout.
It is, yeah. Kudus.
I didn't know Rui went to Ajax. Huh. All right.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool.
Ooh, Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
Is that They
Nice.
put Darwin on the left instead of Diaz. Come on. Come on.
They did. They did. They
Unbelievable.
did. Indeed.
That's
Ooh.
Napoli.
Yeah.
Oh,
Osimhen.
yes.
Great
I was
shout.
wondering what
and then
flag that
the
was.
Georgian flag.
The Georgian
Yeah.
flag was the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Mauritania.
drawn to the Kosovan centre back and thought, nope. Don't know who that is.
We're doing good, but I feel like that we're gonna
That's
get
low up there.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah. We're gonna get to more obscure teams shortly, I think.
Do you know how many teams it is?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
Canada.
that it's not 3
Porto.
hours long.
That's Porto.
Porto, yeah.
Porto?
Yeah.
I do
Really?
like.
Okay.
Do you feel like the other leagues have more of their own nationality in the teams than
Yeah.
England do? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
pretty common.
Uh-oh.
Arsenal,
GDX
Oh, yeah.
in the building.
GDX,
Yeah.
still in the
And Zinchenko on the
team.
left.
Yeah, there we go. We got that one pretty quickly. Oh,
Whoa.
Mars. No,
I was going to say Marseille.
Oh, that's Leon.
I
Leon.
was gonna say Leon.
Yeah.
Tagliafico
Leon?
over there.
Stefan
Yeah,
says
Lopez in
Marseille.
goal.
Tagliafico.
Yeah, Tagliafico. They had
Is it?
I can't think of their center
It
back's
is Leon.
name. Dejan Lovren, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Everyone
Well
else
done.
is
Well done.
French.
Well done. Alrighty.
Oh, this is Inter, right? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the
You can see- I-
Calhanoglu.
the two strikers.
I can see the Conte there, you know, or the whatever. Who's the manager?
Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu.
Inzaghi.
Oh, that's a mix.
Hungarians?
Hold on,
it's,
pause.
Leipzig.
Leipzig. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'll be Leipzig. You think?
Yeah.
I
They
think
got
so.
Orban and Szoboszlai.
Soboslai.
Did you guys see that
Yeah,
pass from Soboslai?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
What a
definitely.
beauty! Like, see, I can confidently say I could not do that in real life. I don't have that type. I don't have that type of kicking power. He's so
German
tall.
wingback.
He can generate the power.
Inter
Atleti.
Milan.
Atleti.
Oh, Atleti. That's what it is, yeah. Or black and gold.
That's,
Not hand
what's
down
his
a bit
name?
for Inter Milan.
Oh,
Montenegrin
Yeah,
flag.
And Griezmann.
That's
Yeah.
Savage.
Atleti. So we,
Man City legend.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's Tottenham.
Tottenham.
That's
Hotspur.
Conte's Tottenham.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's
good
definitely there's
old
two in the
days.
middle. Two in
Yeah.
the middle.
Keeping it moving. See, this is nice casual. Ease our way
Hey,
in,
that's
guys.
Tottenham. Oh, Chilean centre back.
Would-
Monaco.
Yep.
Who's their
Oh,
centre
with
back? from Chile?
Kamara Yeah.
Maripan. Yeah.
Maripan. Ah.
and
Nice.
Disassi.
I just knew. I guessed Brilembolo was the Swiss guy up top. That's Roma.
Oh yeah, Tammy.
Half.
Man, Hoff is on
Smaldini
fire
in
right
the
now.
middle.
Yep. And Patricio.
We're almost there. GG, you guys have done really well. I mean, as a team,
You
we've done
suck.
well, I think. But
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah,
Yeah.
Newcastle. Yeah, Fabian Schär at the back. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you yelled
Bruno in the
suck.
middle.
Ah,
You suck.
I was like, I thought we've all been doing quite well.
Oh,
oh,
Who's-
Marseille, right?
Who's
No,
got a
yeah,
Dr. Congo centre back?
I'm guessing it's Alexis Sanchez up top at Marseille.
yeah. I think that's right.
Is it Marseille? No, wait.
Because
is
that's Schengi's under on the right wing.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember who their keeper was.
Who's their center back? The Argentinian
yeah, who's
center
the
back.
Well, and who's the Dr. Congo centre back?
No.
Have you only just figured that out while I say Dr. Congo? Yeah, there you go.
Like, because it's
Yeah.
DR.
Democratic
Dr.
Republic of
Congo.
and it's always
Did we get
called
it?
Dr.
Anyone in
Congo.
chat want to?
They've said Marseille. The guess
Well, who's
in
the
for us
left-
was Marseille.
Have they?
Who's the center back over there?
Stefan
Which
says
one?
Mbemba,
The left center back.
Left center back.
Argentinian.
Argentina.
Argentinian.
Was that is no, he's Croatian. Shoot.
Turkish right winger.
Somebody
Right
who
forward.
might have.
That's under. Chengi's under
So Marseille. You're
on
saying.
the right. Yeah.
Stefan's saying Marseille as well.
Who's the center back?
It is.
Oh, I don't
Is
know
it
who that is.
Flaherty.
Denver? Tavares.
Oh, Nuno
On loan
Tavares,
from,
of course. And Guendouzi.
Out on left wing.
Left wing.
Really?
Oh, Paul Lopez is their keeper. Wow.
Probably got about 2 left, I reckon.
Oh, this is
Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah, Mitoma.
Colombian connection.
Yep.
Estupian.
Matoma won an award. He got a
Stupid.
Porsche out of it.
Did he?
Nice.
Alrighty.
Jamaican.
West Ham
Aston Villa.
or Aston? No, West Ham or Aston Villa?
No, it is West Ham. It is West Ham. I
Yeah,
think.
West Ham. Antonio.
Antonio.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like the same.
Miguel, Yeah.
Aguirre.
Fabianski.
Well done. That I feel like that was a tough one on the flags.
Yeah.
Can you?
Well,
I think we should all learn the paqueta dance.
Sure.
Have you guys seen it?
No.
Uh oh. Weston.
Who's got
Is that
Georgian
no,
in
that
goal?
Tyler Adam or Weston?
Who is
Wait,
a
hold on.
Georgian goalkeeper? Wow,
Oh,
I
is
can't
this?
talk.
can't
Oh,
be
this is
Weston.
that's Cavani. This is Valencia.
Oh,
Valencia.
Marshvili. Okay, nice.
Valencia.
Yeah,
And then
well, Hofstad.
Stefan's all over it as well. What
Musa.
gave it away for you? The goalie? Musa.
Musa and Cavani. Yeah.
And that is the end of round 1. So well done,
Nice.
everyone. That was like
Team
a
effort.
collaboration round. We'll
Very
get some
good.
competitive juices flowing. Don't worry.
Very nice. Very nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, Carl,
I mean,
if you were going to go to the pub with Sean Dyche, where are you what sort of bar or pub are you taking him to? Is it a nice roast dinner, or are you going for just beers? Loads
just
of
beers. Just beers
Yeah.
and cigarettes. Just just
Okay.
chain smoking cigarettes in the back. He's pushing
What do you reckon
people.
is Sean Dyche's second favourite sport? If you think his first favourite is football, what do you think his second favourite sport is?
Boxing.
Synchronized
That's a
swimming.
good shout.
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming.
Can you imagine Sean Dyche in a Speedo, Well, okay.
Cultured.
Listen.
Did you ever play the age-old Kentish game of bat and trap?
Bat and Trap. I did play Bat and Trap, yeah. And I
Yeah,
haven't
no-
thought about it for years.
No one, no one, even in England, if you didn't live in Kent, you will not know that.
Oh, really?
It's a vintage pub garden game from Kent in England. Yeah,
I thought it was a England-wide thing. It's only Kent. Wow.
it's only Kent. Yeah, I used to
There you
play
go.
on my uncle's team sometimes for the Market Inn. It was called.
Wow. Nice.
What is the game?
It's basically there's like what I would describe as a bus stop one end of the field. It's like a little path,
Okay.
and so basically a bus stop is just a bench with a cover over it,
Mhm.
and there's 2 white posts at each end of it, and the batting team, there's like a little almost like a, what would you call that, like a teeter-totter, I guess you would call it, like a
Yeah,
seesaw,
like a
we call it in
seesaw.
England.
Yeah.
So you put a little ball goes on one end, you have this little paddle, you have to hit it, and it pops up, and then you have to hit it between the 2 white posts at the other end. to get a
Oh,
point.
wow.
Yeah, and if you miss, you're out.
Yeah.
A lot of
And
ball
it's
chasing, I'm
basically
guessing?
just a drinking. Everyone's just getting pissed and drinking. That's basically what it is.
Classic English sport. Yeah.
It's classic English sport. Yeah, yeah. I miss it a lot.
Was it Bat and Trap? Bat and Trap?
Bat and trap.
Bat and Trap.
Bat and Trap.
Bat and trap. Yeah. I think there's like a vintage black and white video somewhere. We'll have to dig that out one.
It's not that old.
Oh, it's old, mate.
It's old, but I'm not that old.
No,
I'll
I'm not
play
saying.
it.
I'm not saying we were in the footage. I'm just saying that there is like old footage available.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right. What's next on the docket?
Are we doing another trivia? Or should we?
Sure.
What's that game? What's the game where you throw the discs? Is that shuffleboard? On on like a sandy wooden thing?
Yeah, the shuffleboard. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
only
yeah,
pub
yeah.
game that was at the
Those are
local
great.
pub here. That was fun.
If
What's
if
the,
I had the
there's-
funds for like a big man cave, I'd have a shuffleboard. Sure.
Yeah, shuffleboard is
What's
good.
the American sport where you have to have it? You've got a little ramp at each end.
Oh,
You've got to throw
cornhole.
like beanbag.
Yeah.
Cornhole. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornhole. I've played that once. That was quite fun.
Cornhole.
They broadcast professional cornhole on ESPN.
Of course they do.
ESPN
America
8, the
broadcast
Ocho.
everything.
Yeah, the Ocho.
Crazy. All right. Should we do another trivia?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Ooh.
All right, round 2 of tonight's trivia is going to be probably ludicrous when it comes to scoring and how we're going to do this, because some thought was given to this tonight, but not all the thought. Just want to make that abundantly clear before we begin. Okay, so
just before we get going,
yes,
if everyone could subscribe, because it's absolutely free to subscribe to the 91st Minute YouTube channel, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Please hit that subscribe button. We know
Tell
it
a
doesn't
friend.
cost anything.
Tell a friend as well.
We've been you. We've been watching a random YouTube video and we've been told to subscribe, and now we're telling you.
I'd like to cut to a quick testimonial. Ever since I subscribed to the 91st Minute, my life has changed for the better.
Nice.
So
For the
Yeah,
better.
we should get some people to record some messages like that. We can just pop them in. I like
I'm sorry,
it.
guys.
Right,
I'm eating
anyway,
dinner. I'm eating dinner right now. Just so you guys
That's
know.
fine. This
I'm
is the
starving.
international break. It's no
Yeah.
holds barred. You know, you're lucky we're wearing clothes.
much like,
To be honest.
much like the international break, this is nonsense as well. So let's get on with
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. So some questions like which stadium has the largest capacity, I'm going to ask you gents and myself for my nearest guess, and whoever's closest will win. Point. If it is a question such as, who is this? I want you to yell your name out before you answer.
How about? Okay, sorry. Okay. I was gonna say, what if we all like write it down on a piece of paper?
Ooh.
You could do that, and then you'd have to hold it up, because I know that the way
hold it up
that
to the
this, I know the way this quiz works is it's going to play that answer shortly afterwards.
Okay. All right, we'll just
Yeah,
just scream it out.
I'm going to
Sorry.
edit this out.
Okay.
These are all Premier League, right?
And is it this year?
Oh, it is Premier League.
This one is Premier League.
Okay.
But there's
Premier
there's-
League.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
Premier
more.
League.
There's more. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready? Which
Cartwheel.
Let me. No,
No. Oh, sorry. Wait. What do we? What? Sorry.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's do it. We'll do it that way. Cartwheel.
Old Trafford.
Yeah, it's Old Trafford.
I mean, it's got to be.
It's
isn't
Old
it?
Trafford.
It's got to
The
be.
answer is Old Trafford, yeah.
It is. Yeah. We can't really do it like that. But 76,000.
76. Yeah.
I think it will
get
when Old Trafford isn't one of the answers, because it's the largest oldest stadium in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
also, we all got a point for the collaboration, even chat. So
Yes.
I'm just making a note of that for round 1. Okay, question 2 is, who is the
Alan Shearer.
all-time...
Cartwheel. Alan Shearer. Wait. I don't know what's going on, man. Am I going too hard right now? I'll slow down.
I feel like Cart's DQ'd because he
He
yelled.
said the
he
said the
yelled the
answer
name.
before his name. Hoff.
Yeah, culture, you weren't ready. Go on.
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer. See, I was going to
gotta
join in
remember.
this round as well, but I can't. I've got to concentrate on him.
I'm a
playing
long
forward.
way away.
I know. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you
we
have
could just-
delay.
Yeah, so you know what here's
That's
what we're
okay.
gonna do. I'm gonna get each of your answer, and I'm gonna give you a point if it's correct. That's how we're gonna
Okay.
change it. Okay. All right. Who played most matches in the Premier League? Gareth Barry, Frank Lampard, or Ryan Giggs? Cartwheel. Who do you think?
Gareth Barry.
Cultured.
Gareth Barry.
Okay. Hoff.
Gareth Betty.
So all 3 gents going for Gareth Barry, and the answer is going to be Gareth Barry. I happen to know that it is. So
Oh, it's a lot tighter than I thought, actually.
yeah. Who is the tallest in the Premier League in the 2021 season? Lucas
Ooh.
Bergstrom, Kjell Scherpen, or Fraser Forster?
I get to go last on this one. And cultured is first.
Punishment.
Yep.
Who do you think?
I mean, I'm going to go Fraser Forster, but I think it's pretty close with Lucas Bergstrom. But C, Fraser
Are you going for
Forster's my
Forster
answer.
because he's a goalie?
It's played into my decision.
Wait, are the others goalies?
I don't know who the other guys are.
What? Kjell
I've
Scherpen?
heard the names, but I couldn't tell you what clubs they were at.
The
All right,
first
Culture
guy's
goes
a
for
hockey
Forster.
player.
Hoff?
I'm gonna go with Sherpin.
Scherpen for Hoff. Okay.
And I'll go
Cartwheel,
with
do you wanna move?
Forster. No, I'm
You're
not
going to go
gonna.
with Forster as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with Bergstrom.
Oh, Bergstrom.
Oh, 1 centimeter.
Who is that guy?
He's Chelsea's backup young goalkeeper.
Yeah, Chelsea young backup keeper. Waleed would have known. You know. Which club is this old logo? Out of darkness, cometh light.
That's cool.
Whoa.
Off to go first this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not even showing you the. I'm not showing you the clues, like the answer choice.
Oh, true.
Is it?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
better. No, that's better.
That's okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I think it's Man City.
You think it's
Oh, wow.
Man City with those colors?
All right,
That
I think I'm
cross,
next.
they wore that on their throwback uniform
Ooh,
a couple years
Whoa.
ago.
it was
That looks
black,
like some
right?
German
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember that cross. It's
Okay,
probably not
oh.
them, but
No, actually, let's go Milo. What's your guess?
No,
oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm going Macclesfield Town.
In the Premier League?
Oh,
They're not in the
yeah,
Premier
it's,
League.
oh yeah, it's Premier League only, isn't it? Damn it. And I'll assume they mean last year or within the last couple of years. Crikey. Out of darkness cometh light. I feel like I'd know if it was like Liverpool. I'm going to go Watford.
Ooh.
Out of darkness
Okay.
cometh light.
I'm going Watford. Man City for half. Cartwheel?
The only one thing pops into mind from that, but they're not in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Are you going to
maybe.
say Sunderland?
that's who I thought. That's who
Yeah.
I thought of at first.
Yeah.
Maybe this is 2021. So were they? I don't think they were in there at that time either.
No, they
I
weren't.
can't,
Never
I
been to
can't
Premier
move
League
it
rating.
because it will mess everything up.
I'll-
I can't look
I
at
mean,
the date.
I'm just gonna cut my losses and go with Man City.
You're going Man
Ooh.
City as well. All right, Culture, did you
I don't think
fathom
it
a
is,
guess?
I'm going Burnley.
Burnley,
Okay.
the home of Cartwheel's dad.
I'm interested to see what the choices are.
Oh, my word.
It must be Arsenal or Wanderers.
Okay,
Out of those, I'm going Wolves.
I don't
It
think
can't
it's
be
Arsenal, 'cause
Arsenal.
our original logo was this. So,
Wolves.
Oh, it could be Arsenal for the Cross Keys of London.
could be. No, Wolves.
Oh, Wolves. Okay.
I was going to say, I think I would've-
93 to 96? Wow.
I think I would have known if it
Interesting.
was Arsenal,
Yeah.
to be
I
honest.
thought that
None
was
of
going to
us
be the
got that.
logo from like Tudor times.
Yeah, and no one in chat either.
Yeah, that
For
was
the
a tough
Americans,
one.
that's
I like that.
pre-America.
When
Tudor
did John Terry retire, even though he's still wearing his full kit even now?
I think Milo, you're first on this one, yeah.
I'm going to guess 2018. I'm taking a stab right in the middle. 2018.
I'm going early. 2017.
Okay.
A as well for me. 2017.
17.
I think it was 18.
You think it was
Ooh,
18?
two A's, two
Stefan
B's.
had said 18. Cinzero said 19. 6 seconds till we find out. So yeah, it's
gonna
John
be 18.
Terry
Ooh.
retired
He was at Villa, right?
in
Yeah.
2018.
Oh, who's that
Nice.
Villa?
Oh, he played his final game May 21st, 2017, but
Not
retired.
Chelsea. Yeah.
What
2018.
the
You got
hell
that
is
right?
that?
Me and Hoff.
Yeah, you and Huff.
Unbelievable.
All right, there you go. That is kind of cheeky. All right, this quiz is working quite well. I think this is good. Which club is this?
Oh.
Like,
Next.
Chelsea.
I mean,
That's a point for everyone.
do I need
Points
to
all round.
ask? Do I
Points
need
all
to
round.
ask? I don't need to ask.
First
right?
player when you
Yeah.
see that logo, who comes to mind?
Dennis Wise.
Zola.
Jimmy
but
Floyd
wrong guy.
Hasselbank.
Oh, Jimmy
Oh.
Floyd. Yeah.
Jimmy Floyd.
Autoglass is the sponsor I think of when I see that
And it
logo.
gave you Everton
Ooh, okay.
and Man City. Yeah, subscribe, guys.
Guys,
See that?
yeah.
To the 91st minute. Excellent. Thank you. That's perfect.
Yes.
Which club has won the most Premier League titles out of these three?
Hang on, from
I think it's-
1889.
What?
I think it's Arsenal, right?
I'm going to let it count down. It's not Arsenal, no.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
So that's
Man
interesting.
United.
I mean, it has to be United.
Because this won't
United.
include Liverpool's win, right? In COVID in 2022.
Since 1889.
That's true.
Man United with 21.
Oh, Premier League. That's weird. They put the Premier League titles. It's like a trick
I
question.
think
They should have
mean
just said first division.
Top division, yeah.
Yeah.
Top division, yeah. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. So no, I mean, let's not be too hard on the question master,
I think either way,
Which
it's still
isn't-
United, right?
which isn't me, by the way, either. So save your breath. So we're all going United, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so a point for everybody. Yeah, Man
Yeah.
United with 20.
Ooh, yeah.
The record of most points at the end of the season is how many?
I don't think it's 103, is it?
Just move your mouse a sec, Marley.
Oh, sorry. I didn't have time to make a proper like PowerPoint or anything.
I'm just trying to think if is it going back to 1898 again?
Oh,
I'm going to assume Premier League only. It is
I assume
100,
Premier
isn't it?
League.
I'd say B, yeah.
I
Did
don't
it-
think
I'm
anyone's
City
ever
hit
beaten the
100?
100 mark.
Yeah,
I thought
think
City
they
hit
did.
100.
City hit 100. I don't
Was
know
it
if anyone
100
hit
exactly?
over 100.
I thought they hit 100 and like the second place was like 81 or something, wasn't it? Something crazy like that?
It's 100, I'm sure.
I'm going A,
Or is it
98,
98? It might be 98.
Okay.
because I want to be different.
All right.
Hmm.
All right.
I
Is
feel like
everyone
what would
in?
have made
Yeah,
of it if they made 100?
it is 100.
Man City.
Hmm.
All right, half
Eight
car.
club.
Oh, it was
minutes, so-
Liverpool who hit 100.
Oh, what team
Oh,
got
it was-
100 points?
Oh,
in the-
shit. Greg just said that. I opened chat because I opened chat.
All right. This question is null and void. Moving on.
Null and void. Well done, Greg.
Null and void.
Greg gets the points then. Wait,
Man
Greg,
City.
what?
Wait, Greg, you're wrong.
Greg
Or is
lied
the
to
quiz
us.
wrong.
I said
no,
City
Greg-
hit 100.
Yeah, I thought it was
said-
City as
When
well.
it said 100, I said City, but yeah. Greg gets -5.
All right, Greg
Yep.
-5. Yeah, definitely. How much was the
Hang on,
most
Greg,
expensive?
Greg should get more than that because isn't he a Man City fan?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
-10.
Greg, you
Oh, he says
can
he
have
baited us.
115 financial implications against you.
So
That's what you can have.
can you just
Yeah.
scroll down a little bit and see what year this is?
No.
All right, we'll get options.
Well,
They'll give us options.
2021 was the last. Oh, yeah, that's true. We will
You
get options.
specifically told me do not move the screen or the camera or the
No,
video.
no, don't move the size of the whole window. Just you can scroll.
It's all right. We'll look after.
It's fine. We'll look at it after. We'll look at it after.
Here's the. You know, I'm going to give you the options.
Huh.
That gives you all the info you need. I'm going to go with
It's in pounds.
at the
I'm going
time.
with. Yeah.
I'm assuming this isn't this year.
I'd say 96.
Just have a think as well, by the way. Have a think about what the follow-up question might be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with 96 million. Hey,
I'm going with 96 million.
Me too. This might be. Yeah, me too.
I'll jump in. 96.
Okay, so we're all going 96. And then assuming it might just tell us the answer at the bottom, of course,
It
or
might
it
do,
could
yeah.
be a follow-up question. I've seen both so far. 100 million.
Ooh. Oh,
Grealish,
I
of
thought-
course.
It's more current than we thought.
This is more current, yeah. This is
Yeah.
more current.
Greg
That's- yeah,
got
I-
that correct.
Greg actually
shouldn't.
made this quiz.
Maybe. When did Sir Alex Ferguson retire? At the end of which season? I'm going to go
I mean,
12-13.
I don't care who you are. It was a sad day. It was a sad year when he retired.
I mean,
you know?
it wasn't. I
It was.
didn't give it a
Everyone
moment's
was in
thought.
tears.
Didn't give it a moment's thought.
Kleenexes ran
I
out.
moved on. It's the quickest I've ever moved on from anything.
I'm going B.
B.
I'm going B as well.
B.
B?
Because, yeah, FIFA have just done a video about the decade of Man United spending since Ferguson retired.
That was on my
Zero.
feed.
There you go.
Since
Gotta
Aaron
watch
and Greg both said B in chat as well,
Don't watch it, Cart. It's really depressing.
and we are correct.
Technical debt.
There you go. Yep. Who scored the
Ooh,
most
good
goals in the
question.
14-15
Ooh.
season?
It's between two for me.
I think it was Kane.
Okay, Hop's going A.
The year before Leicester won. I'm
gonna go for the obvious Sergio Aguero. I feel like it's the obvious answer.
I mean, if Hoff is saying Kane with that much conviction, I gotta go with Kane.
Don't
No,
trust his
right?
blind loyalty. Oh,
What? Kane has won Golden Boot in the Prem. How many times? Like 9 or something?
It's a lot.
Not that many.
Not that many, but it's a lot.
No, I think
But
he's
Sanchez.
won.
Sanchez had an
four
amazing
or
season
five?
for Arsenal, didn't he?
He
Alexis
did.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
He had a better season the year after, I think, though, because when we finished second to Leicester,
Mhm.
he had a better year that year. Could be Aguero. I'm torn between Kane and Aguero here.
I'm sticking with Aguero.
I want to go with Aguero too, but I don't know. I feel like Hoff should know this, so I'm gonna go with Kane.
Who won the league that year?
Man City.
City, yeah.
I'm going to go with Aguero. So who went Aguero?
Yep.
You and Culture.
And you two went Kane. All right.
Two
so-
Agueros, two
Two
Kanes.
Kanes.
All
Yep.
right. And
That's
in
probably
chat,
Sanchez.
in chat, we have 2 Agueros and 1 Kane. It is Aguero.
Hoff,
And
what the
26.
What the
All right.
What is the what?
Hold on, hold. Pause.
Wait, what?
What is the what
Is
in
the
England?
in? Okay, well, this is a blind question, everyone. You got to
I
guess.
tell you what, this is a bonus round question. Just what's your answer? Stoke?
What
I'm
could the
going
question-
B because they've spelt Tottenham wrong. So it matches how
have.
shit the question is.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I'm going with what is the blank in England? Tottenham Hotspur.
Yep.
What is the blank? It's gonna be Stoke.
I'm going Stoke.
I
I'm
probably
gonna
will
guess
be.
Stoke.
The Orcs of Stoke.
I bet it meant to be like, what is the
Orcs?
northernmost club in England or something?
Well, if that's the question, the answer's Leeds.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to
I'll go
say.
with-
Leeds. I don't know.
I'll go Leeds. Why
I
not?
thought Stokes was in the north. Stoke was in the north.
No, Stoke's in the just above Midlands. Just above
Oh.
the Midlands.
So
Oldest
we're
club
going,
in England.
I'm going Stoke. Culture's going Tottenham. Hoff Leeds. Cartwheel.
I'm going Stoke as well.
Stoke. Okay.
What
It
the
is
hell?
Stoke. The club
the
was
oldest.
founded in 1863.
Wow, the
Well,
oldest.
that was a great guess. That was a pretty funny question. What do we got?
AI messed
Alright.
up there.
Which club received the most penalty kicks in the 2021 season?
Oh,
2021 season.
Received the most. Okay.
So who would have been attacking?
This is interesting.
I'm
Raheem
going
Sterling.
C. Leicester.
Is that the year they won it? No.
No. Jamie Vardy falling down all over the place. That's
Who
what
were
I'm going with.
Who were Chelsea's wingers that year?
I don't think. Well, Sterling might have been there.
Yeah,
That's the
Sterling would have been
pandemic
there.
season.
Oh no, he wouldn't. Sterling
Yeah,
would
he
have been at
wasn't
City,
there
wouldn't
yet.
You wouldn't
So
have been there
was,
yet.
who
Okay.
was playing on the wings? Newcastle. I'm going to go Chelsea. I'm going B. It's a guess though.
he?
Yeah,
I'm
that-
going C as a guess.
That's
I'll
my
go
guess as
Newcastle.
well. Yeah, I'll go Newcastle as well. Actually, I think
All right.
there's some insider trading with Saudi. You know, they're trying to make sure they don't get relegated.
My thing with discounting Newcastle is that I'm pretty sure Steve Bruce would have been their manager and they wouldn't have attacked enough to get enough penalties.
I'll go with Chelsea. I'll go with
Maybe
Chelsea.
that was their tactic, though. Like every attack.
I have to.
You've
accept your
convinced me.
first
For a
answer.
pen.
You've
I don't
convinced
really.
me.
All right, so
So we
Cultured,
got-
you're going Leicester, yeah?
I'm going Leicester. Yeah.
All right, I'm
Leicester.
going Chelsea. Cartwheel's going Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Off. Newcastle.
Newcastle. Yeah.
Okay. All right, here. Let's find out the excitement in chat.
If it's Newcastle, I apologise.
Oh yeah,
for that.
Stefan's saying Chelsea, Jorginho, famed. Oh, it was Leicester.
Ooh.
12
Leicester.
penalties and scored 10 goals.
Jamie
Wow.
Vardy diving around with his
Cultured.
pace.
There you go. Well done. Well done.
Well
All right,
done.
not long. Actually, yeah, no, we're still good. I think we're great for time anyway tonight. We don't have.
Yeah.
We don't have.
Best paid? That's like highest wages, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
It must
Yeah.
have been Ronaldo, no?
The
It's got to
goat.
be Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The goat. Ronaldo.
How much did United pay him for that year or whatever?
I think 400k a week.
Okay, just the 400.
I mean, David De Gea was 375k
yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
What's De
Yeah.
Bruyne on?
275, I think, as well. Maybe a little less than De Gea at the time. I think.
Ooh.
We all saying Ronaldo.
I'm going with Ronaldo.
Yeah. I'll go
I'm saying
Ronaldo.
I'll go with De Gea just to be different.
That's not a bad guess.
It's not. It's not a bad guess.
Mm.
It's a
Ronaldo.
bad guess. Yeah.
His annual salary was 26,520,000.
Oh, so that's like more. That's like closer to 500k a week or something.
Yeah.
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 Goodness
is it?
me.
I don't know.
Yeah. 52 divided by 2 is 26.
Mhm.
Who's the best paid coach in the Premier League in 21-22? Was it Pep, Brendan, or Jurgen?
Pepe?
If it's Brendan, something's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pep. You got to go.
Yeah,
Pep.
Pep.
The fraud.
And imagine what he gets paid under the table as well.
Oh,
Nice.
bazinga!
Nice.
I have to.
That'll be one of those 115 charges against Man City.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
anything, chat. I didn't say a word.
24 million. 24 million a year. Almost as much as Ronaldo.
It's not bad for just standing on the sideline.
Who scored the most own goals in the Premier League?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I know this,
I
so I'm
know.
going to go last.
Yeah, me too. I know this as well.
I think I know this. So I'm going A, Richard Dunn.
I'm going to go C.
Cut.
I'm
That'd be
going
great.
A, Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn as well.
Cut.
Shoot.
Ads also went with Skirtle.
I think Jamie Carragher
Greg went
one
with
off.
Carragher.
Yeah, Carragher had a ton. I know that.
It is
I think,
Richard
yeah.
Dunn.
Oh,
Oh,
three
three.
off.
Three,
Wow.
innit?
10
football heritage.
own goals. Who has the most
Most?
clean sheets? I'm going Pepe. Pepe.
I'm going check. I'm
Yeah,
going
check. Check.
Milo, are you going to cover your bases and go Pepe check?
By the way, could I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
How
That's
good
what
was
trivia
Joe
is for.
Hart? How good was Joe Hart?
He was really
7
good.
out
with
of
his
10.
pass.
7 out of 10.
Was he better than any of these guys on the screen?
No. Yeah, better than
Maybe
David
better
James.
than David James.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Culture are like, yeah,
Okay.
better than David Jones.
Okay, just
Yeah.
wondering because we have people. Some people think that Joe Hart is like one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time.
No.
At one
I
time,
wouldn't put him up that high.
He was a very good shot stopper, but
Just a
Yeah.
solid keeper. Like, definitely a solid keeper, but
Yeah.
nowhere near like best ever or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. From me.
Petr
we're
Cech. Yeah, Petr
we're all
Cech,
going
yeah.
Petr Cech.
He won a ton of Golden Gloves
yeah.
under Mourinho.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Wow.
45%.
Almost
Jesus.
every other match. That's crazy.
Oh, we had this question.
I know
think.
this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
I think I know this.
I'm going A.
I definitely
Yeah,
know.
A. I'm
Oh,
gonna go A.
A or B.
I'm going A.
I'll go A. I'll
Yeah,
go
it's
like-
A.
I'm a
Derby.
dead. I'll be a dead fish and go with the flow.
They have like 8 points or something ridiculous.
I think it's 7. I think
7. Okay.
Greg says C.
1 win and 4 draws.
Cinzero got it for sure. Ad said C as well, but no. it was
11.
Derby
Okay.
County with Rooney at the helm.
Whoa.
It was, wasn't
Luke-
it?
No.
Oh,
No, I
not
don't think
then.
he-
No,
Not
in the Prem.
2007, 8.
Oh,
It was Jim,
no, okay.
Jim Magilton.
All right, my bad, my bad. It would have been funnier
Jim
if he was at the
Magilton.
helm.
Yeah.
Which
Ex-Man
team had
United.
the most points in a season while being relegated? I think we've had this, but I can't remember it. Most points in a season while being relegated.
I think it was West Ham the year they had Tevez and Mascherano.
No, they
didn't
stayed
go
up
down.
and Sheffield United
Yeah.
went down. That was the whole. That
Oh,
was
you're
what
right, you're
caused
right, you're
all
right.
The arguments. Yeah,
You're
that
right.
caused all the
Shoot.
arguments.
Palace.
That's right.
My gut says Palace or West Ham, but which means probably Oldham.
I got those clubs mixed up.
I think it's
Yeah, I'm
United.
going Oldham. I'm going Oldham,
Okay.
All right.
and I have reasoning that I'll explain after.
I'll go Palace.
Is it the year they famously beat you in the FA Cup?
Famously beat us in the FA Cup. They drew, and then we beat them. We beat them in the replay
I
in the
thought
final.
they beat you in the FA Cup.
Nah, they scored a late equaliser, and it went back in the days of an FA Cup final replay, and then we beat them in the replay. Mark Hughes scored an outrageous volley.
It was Hughes, yeah. Greg
What you
has
going with,
Oldham.
Milo?
I'm gonna go with Palace.
Cart.
I went Palace as well.
Okay, so I've gone Oldham because I'm pretty sure Oldham played in the league when it was a 22 league team. That was 22 teams in the league.
Oh, okay.
Take a Nicolette.
And they're
Did you
way
go?
down. I said Palace.
Okay.
But Oldham
And
were.
Oldham are
Crystal
Oldham in the
Palace.
National League now?
49 points
yeah,
at the end
yeah.
of the 92-93
Okay.
season and still got demoted. So that was me, half Cartwheel.
That is not the when I thought that happened, but I thought it was Crystal Palace.
It matters not.
Yeah.
Which team has the most draws in total?
Is this
Oh.
Arsenal's Invincibles? No. Oh, sorry.
This is like an all-time record, I assume.
Keyword invincible.
Ignore
Ignore everything else he said.
It's such a Spursy thing, isn't it?
It is.
It's
It's definitely Tottenham.
With the
It's
straws.
absolutely
I'm
Tottenham.
gonna go with Everton.
I'm going to go with Everton as well.
I'm gonna go with Everton to be.
So, Hoff, are you going Spurs?
Yeah.
And Colton
Yeah, I'm
They
going
Spurs?
spelled Spurs
yeah.
right this time, so I
It
think
would be
they got
Spursy
Spurs.
if it was Spurs.
All right. Greg
Yeah,
says Everton.
absolutely
Spurs.
is.
Ad says Everton. Cinzero says Newcastle.
Oh wow!
Everton. 315.
A David Moyes
me-
special, 0-0.
Me and Cartwheel got that. Greg Ads and Browd as well got that one. GG. What's the highest number of goals scored by one team in a season?
Wow.
I'm going to go B.
Yeah, I was drawn to B, but I think it's just because it's the middle number. I've got no.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
will
115. Let's go, baby.
Just so many goals.
I'm going to go B.
I'm going A.
106.
I'm going A. 102.
Remember your letter because I'm not going to. B.
Okay.
A.
C.
But that means you can't change it. Chat will hold you accountable. It's fine.
It's
Ah.
B. I should have stayed with B.
B. 106 Man City. So I got it.
Yeah, I said
Anyone else?
B.
And they
I said
spelled
B.
Manchester.
Did you?
No, I
You
said
did
A.
not. You said C.
He said A.
No, I
Culture
said
said
A.
A.
I said A.
Ah, okay. See,
I
I,
said
told you I
C.
wouldn't remember. Which team got the most yellow cards in total? Like all time?
Just
Thanks for narrowing it down. or out of
Chelsea.
those three.
I'll go with Chelsea as well. Yeah, I just feel
Chelsea,
like
Dennis Wise.
I'll go Newcastle.
You're thinking Chelsea because of the Wise days culture, aren't you?
Yeah, Dennis Wise,
and also Mourinho.
Jody
I
Morris.
don't know. It just feels like he wants.
Mourinho.
He
The
has
QPR
quotas.
would have been a much scrappier team, you know, like trying to
Joey
take the wind
Barton
out
played
of
for
the team.
Newcastle.
True.
Joey Barton played for
And
QPR
Quince.
as well.
And-
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But QPR haven't been in the Premier League anywhere near as much.
Yeah.
So Chelsea's probably the smart choice. I will go QPR. A for me.
B.
Okay.
I'm going to go C.
C
Oh,
for half. Cartwheel, what you got?
Oh, I got Chelsea. B.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, good. All good.
We got a good mix in chat as well.
Me and Cart are both on Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Yes.
It is Chelsea, 1,739.
Jeez. Oh.
Which team got the most reds in total?
I'll go Chelsea
Some
as
of those
well.
yellows had to be double, right?
Yeah, that's
Could it
true.
be Arsenal.
I'm going A for Arsenal. Yeah.
Are you?
I'm going Chelsea.
I'm going Chelsea.
I have no just the yellow card thing basically.
I'll go Arsenal.
Okay.
And
Two
David
Arsenal, two
Luiz.
Chelsea. David Luiz did contribute.
He did play for both.
Dirty Arsenal.
99.
Look at this. It's not Arsenal's fault. The refs just call red cards against them. It's not
Exactly.
Arsenal's fault.
It's because of the
that's
red
fair.
badge.
They're
I'm
a
going to
nice,
assume that
kind team.
since this quiz was made, Granite
Listen,
Jack
man.
has probably got the 100th red card by now for Arsenal.
Yeah, probably. What's the total of the record for number of yellow cards shown in one match? I think I know that. I'm going to go with A.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I remember the match. Maybe. I'll go A.
All right.
9.
AA.
I don't know. I could see it being very high. Just like, off sideline scrap, tunnel, this, that.
That's what I was thinking. Is it
Yeah.
including things on the sideline? C. I'll go C.
I'm gonna go C as well, if I hope just for fun.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Okay, cool. So we're
Or
going
for
to go
hope
mix.
as well.
7. Ad says 12 in SPL. The answer is 9. A.
Yep. Battle of the Bridge. That's what I
Battle of
thought.
the Bridge. Yeah, Battle
Yep.
of the Bridge.
Nice. What was the highest attendance for a single match at the stadium?
What stadium?
It's probably Wembley.
No, because Wembley's 90,000, so it's
Oh.
not that.
Okay.
Well, it's the only stadium that can do more than 76, right?
Maybe it was
Damn it.
Wembley then when Tottenham were playing there.
Could be. Yeah, because they definitely reduced it.
I'll go. I'll assume it's that, and I'm going to go B, 81. 237.
I'll go A. I have no idea. A.
No, me
This,
neither. No
Stefan,
clue.
this was
Go A.
this was a
I'll
Premier
go
League
C.
specific. C,
Got one of each.
It is
Oh
C.
wow.
and it was the North London derby
Oh wow.
at Wembley. So who said C? Hoff.
Only
Yep.
half.
Mm.
Lowest attendance.
At the stadium.
This is definitely AI created, like an early form of AI, maybe.
Yes, maybe.
Is it like Blackpool against, I don't
think-
know, Sunderland or something?
They meant to say at the Etihad Stadium. That's what they meant to say.
I'm going to go A.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
B.
drop it.
I'll go B.
I'll go A.
2 A's,
2
2
A's,
B's.
2 B's.
C in chat.
Oh.
Selhurst.
Selhurst.
Cultured and
Yeah.
hot.
Did Wimbledon always play at Selhurst?
Yeah, they ground shared with Crystal Palace. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right.
I'm going to go B.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, maybe not B.
No, A. I'm going A.
Going A.
A?
I'm
did
gonna go
Peter
B.
I'm gonna go Peter Cech.
It could be Czech.
I think it was Schwarzer.
Schwarzer's been
Yeah,
in the league
Schwarzer-
probably the longest.
That's what I was thinking. He's been
I don't
in the
think he
league
was
the
always a
longest.
starter. David James
He
played
was
in the
my
lower leagues. Peter Cech was at the top like his whole career. It feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at Arsenal.
David James. I'm going David James. Liverpool, Villa, Portsmouth. All in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's true.
Was he at West Ham?
West Ham, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Potentially.
It might be David James.
I'm sticking with David James.
And then the Indian Premier League.
Schwarzer, I think, was in the league the longest, but
I think
Yeah.
Schwarzer holds a record, and it might be that one. Longest
Yeah.
tenure, maybe.
Well, Schwarzer always was playing for Fulham.
yeah, he was.
Like I couldn't tell you who their backup keeper was when he was there because he was just always playing.
Oh, there's a good mix in chat as well. James Schwarzer and Czech. I will. All right, final answer from me. I'm gonna go Schwarzer. B. All right.
Okay,
A for cultured.
I'm check for me.
Check.
I'm
for
still
Carl.
yeah, Schwarzer.
I hope they show the
You're
numbers.
Schwarzer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Lots of different answers in chat. Which is good.
Oh,
It was
yes.
David James.
Wow, Czech was the
572. Wow.
Absolute scrub.
All right. Which player played 22 seasons in the Premier League?
C. Ryan Giggs. You can all nick my answer as well if you want.
Yeah, it has.
Yep.
Sure, it's not Gary.
Yeah.
I'm going to go B. Gareth Barry. You're all going C?
I'm
Yeah.
going to see, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was Giggs. It was Giggs. That's okay. Who scored the most direct free kick goals in the Premier League?
Well, this is old, isn't it now?
It is old now. This has been broken.
Because my favourite central midfielder of the current era has equaled the
Ward
record.
Prowse.
Yeah.
He's clearly not good because he doesn't play for England.
It's clearly not good because Jordan Henderson, who plays in Saudi Arabia, still got picked above him. Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to go. Like, obviously, you'd think Beckham. Right?
I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna go-
Ronaldo. I think it's going to be Henri.
I don't think I've ever seen an Henri free kick replay, like highlight.
He scored a bunch, man.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
He also
Well, I
played
also
the
don't
longest.
seek
in
out
the Prem.
Arsenal highlights, but
Oh no, he didn't play the longest in the Prem. Sorry, hold on.
I think it might be CR7.
I don't think it's either.
Beckham obviously banged in a bunch as well. I'm going to go
Pretty
CR7.
So we've got Milo going with A. Cristiano
I'll go
Ronaldo.
Beckham.
Hoff B. Beckham.
Cultured.
Cultured, what are you going?
I'm
with?
going last.
Why are you going last?
Because I know what the answer is. Because James
you
Ward-Prowse
don't.
equaled it last
No, you don't.
season.
I
Yeah,
know
do.
what the answer is. I'll go with Beckham.
It's B. David Beckham. Yeah.
Wow.
It is Beckham, yeah. Okay. So that was cultured and
18. Wow.
yeah. For some reason, I thought
Ward-Prowse
Ronaldo
needs
was-
one more.
Who
He needs
scored
one
the
more.
most hat trick in the Premier League?
Ooh.
Shoot. I did a categories about this and I can't remember what it was.
I'm going to go with A or C.
I'm going blind loyalty to a United Red, Wayne Rooney.
I think it's A or B. I'll go with the. I'll go with Aguero. I think it's Kane.
Yeah. I'll go with Aguero.
I'll
You're
go
gonna
with
go
Aguero, but I think it's Kane. Why don't you go
Yeah.
with Kane?
Nah, because this might be before
It's Aguero.
Aguero.
Yeah.
It's
12.
Aguero.
Kane. Probably.
And
I wonder
that-
how many Kane has now.
Who got
I
that
think he
right
had.
then? Me?
That was you
I got
three
it.
other than me. Yeah.
I think
got it.
Kane had 10 or 11.
It's you two, Milo and Hoff.
Okay.
No, I
And
got
that is it
Aguero.
for round 2.
Sorry, I picked
That-
Aguero.
Oh,
that
you
one
said
went-
Aguero. Yeah.
Yeah, that one went for longer than I thought it would. It's a quite a long video. There's still more, but I've cut it there.
Okay.
Okay. What's the
Did you
final
not see
scores?
me do this?
No, I thought I did, but then I saw the length of the video, and then you explained. Then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should we go to some tier list stuff?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna that one. I didn't mean for that one to go as long, especially based on what we've been talking about. But I've got we got a fun
yeah.
one. Got a fun one next.
Oh, good.
Gotta.
What is
Relocate
chat
my
saying? Is
eyes.
chat saying something interesting or just usual nonsense?
Just answering the questions.
Yeah, just
generally.
answering the questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
It's pretty civil
Yeah.
tonight.
Alan is next to Aguero.
I'm telling you,
yeah,
man,
they're just
we're
answering
all-
questions.
everybody is just on full international mode. It's basically vacation mode.
Argentina Holland had
Yep.
18 yellow cards. What the?
Yeah.
115 city. Wait, what is this 115 city? Jesus.
Goals in a season. Yeah.
Goals in the season, yeah.
But it was
Oh.
wrong.
Look
It was
at
106.
A bit that adds plays comments where he's put 3 in a row where he's gone A, Forest, Wanks, C.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's get to our next one, guys, where we're going to analyze.
All right, we are going to grade Premier League clubs transfers from the just ended transfer window. I'm going to read out notable transfers in and out, and we're going to discuss it, and we're going to rank them. S will be the highest, and then just typical school grading A through F. So yeah, we're going to start alphabetically with Arsenal. Big ins, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Jurrien Timber, David Raya. Yeah, those are the big ins. Out, Xhaka leaves, Balogun leaves, Kieran Tierney on loan, Nicholas Pepe gone. That gives us less banter ability. But where are you guys putting Arsenal's window?
And so we got to remember that this is like with imagining Jurrien Timber didn't get injured, etc.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
It's just
for
on
me,
the signings, right? It's on what we think of the signings and the outs rather than how they've done.
Right.
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So-
Milo's, resident Arsenal fan, right? We'll start with you.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I said to you guys about 3/4 of the way through the summer that I was very happy with the business they'd done up to that point, but I needed a couple of extra pieces to make it a 10 or an A. So I'm not going to go an A, but I do think, all points and games aside so far and injuries, I'd give it a B. I was very happy with that window. I'd like to have seen, if in a perfect world, I'd love to have seen another strong forward come in as an option. But yeah, I'd give it a B.
I don't think I can really argue. I still think Havertz, when he signed, even not taking into the games into account, was an odd one. No one saw it coming. I don't think it was a bit out of the blue, but I feel like everything else Arsenal have sort of made up for it. I think you paid a lot of money for Declan Rice, but he's a very good footballer. So I think
B, high B is good for me too. I think that's good.
Okay. Yep, I don't disagree. All right, we've got Aston Villa up next. Notable incoming, Moussa Diaby from Leverkusen, Pau Torres, Nicolo Zaniolo, Yuri Tielemans, Clement Langley on loan. Notable outs, really only Cameron Archer out to Sheffield United. So we can talk about him later. But yeah, that was not a lot of business from Villa. Yeah, where do you put them?
Has Zaniolo played? Has he played for them yet? I don't think so.
not yet.
I don't think he has.
Okay.
I think Villa, I'm leaning towards like A. I think they've had a really good, their good business completely outweighs the bad. Like Pau Torres, great centre back, really good job. Tielemans he's not going to play every game because he's going to be knackered by the time he's like 29, 30. But experience is what you need in there. They've recruited well in the Archer deal. They sold him for 12 million with a fee that if Sheffield United get relegated, they can buy him back for 12 million. So they're giving him Premier League a year of Premier League loan experience to buy him back for the same price. So my opinion is Villa have had a really good window up in A. I think everyone they've bought suits Unai Emery's tactics. Yeah. He knows what he wants to do, and he's been backed by the board to go and get them. So I would say A, but open for debate, obviously.
Yeah,
I forgot to mention. Sorry, Coutinho out on loan as well. He was decent last year for them.
Out on loan. Where'd he go?
He's gone to Qatar, somewhere in Qatar.
Qatar. Al Duhail.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd say a B to a B plus, maybe a B plus for Villa. I mean, they got what they needed, didn't give up much. Obviously we're not grading it on what's happened so far. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, it's been a rough start. They had an injury, a key injury early as well, right?
Yeah, Tyrone Mings got crumped.
Yeah. So, yeah, B. I'll go B plus. I'll go for a B plus for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're slightly ahead of Arsenal here. I think Moussa Diaby is a massive one. He could have gone to a top 6 club or top 4 club even.
Yeah.
So for that, I think that edges them in front of Arsenal, but I don't know if it's A or B. I'm somewhere in between. I could go A, but B's fine too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
like.
to think. Sorry, Half gone.
That's all right. I like Diaby. I like that signing a lot. Not wild about the Longley signing. If I hadn't watched him last year at Spurs, I would probably be more about it. But yeah, but Tielemans, he's already like just yesterday or the day before was complaining about not getting playing time over McGinn and Louise. So that'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. But he was on a free, so yeah. And I think Zaniolo will contribute. And Torres is really good. I think high B is I'm sort between that A minus B plus spot.
Yeah. I'm sort of discounting the Longley one because they only got him in because Tyrone Mings was injured.
That's true. Yeah.
Like it was a we need cover at centre back. He's not going to play many games for them, I don't think. But I was also trying to think for the teams that we've got still to do. Who would I rate as having a similar window to Aston Villa? In my mind, that's how I'm trying to think of it. Like,
we could shift them as we go.
We can move them around.
We can. The max is what, eight per B. So we
can do 8 per row.
Yeah, so
okay.
We'll have to move it around if we get too many Bs. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Bournemouth. Notable incomings. Tyler Adams, Junior Traore, Alex Scott, Romain Favre, Justin Kluivert, Max Aarons. Lots of good names here. Sinistera on loan from Leeds. Radu on loan from Inter. Outgoings. Lerma on a free. Ben Pearson. That's that's really it for outgoings.
Gary O'Neill.
Gary O'Neill. That's a good one.
The manager change as well.
How do you rate Bournemouth window?
I think given that list, because I've not sought out Bournemouth ingoings and outgoings, right? So you reading that to me, like when you hear it like that, I think that's a pretty good window for them. I'd probably give that a B as well.
I'm gonna give it a C.
I'm with Cart. I think a C. I think they've brought in depth, which is what they needed, but there's no. Kluivert came off the back of a bad spell at Roma, I think.
He didn't really
light it up. Max Aarons has come from another relegation from Norwich. I don't think he's all the answers they need at right back. And they didn't really sell anyone. They've lost Lerma to a Premier League rival, so I mean that
is a miss, and I think they could be in trouble this season. But I still think if you look at what they've done, I don't know. We'll see if it works out for them. Obviously, as the season goes on, but I'd probably give it a B for Bournemouth. I think.
I really like. I think Alex Scott is going to be playing in the Premier League for a long time. I think that was a really good signing.
Yeah.
Tyler Adams, I don't know how much he helps them. If he's like the Lerma replacement. I know he's not the exact same player, but they kind of occupy the same spaces. I don't know. I feel like
manager swinging this at all. Do we think Gary O'Neill to the new guys an upgrade? Or do we think they should have stuck with Gary O'Neill? Does that change it from a C to a B, or keep it as a C? Or
I like Gary O'Neill. I think, I didn't think about that. I have him as like a high C. low B, probably. Most likely a high C.
Let's give him
I'll
a
throw
C.
him in C for now, but
I'll go B. I'll stay with the B, but let's call it a B minus.
okay.
Okay. We'll
All
put it
right.
there for now.
School grading. I always got the minus.
All right, Brentford next up. They brought in Nathan Collins from Wolves, Kevin Schade from Freiburg, Mark Flecken from Freiburg, Neil Mopai from Everton on loan, and outgoings, David Raya on loan. That's really about it. Pontus Janssen left on a free. He had been there for a while.
They also signed Romeo Beckham.
Oh,
Yes, they did.
Big marketing move there.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think it's going to help. Have you been to Brentford?
The United's number 7 shirt is ready for him.
Better bloody not be.
Imagine. I mean, obviously, how old is he now?
I don't know. Like 20 something.
He's so he's like he's not like a kid anymore, right?
I think he's
have no
18 or
idea,
19 or
genuinely.
20 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I could look it up.
So he's going to be a journeyman version of Beckham, basically. Does he even? Where does he play? Position?
Right wing.
It's
Oh, he
21. 21.
I'll
go with the minus C minus, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
I
fan
think
of Mopai.
Flecken's a really good goalkeeper. Like statistically, he's one of the best keepers in the Bundesliga last year, but they lost Tony for half of the season, and they only really brought in Neil Mopai. So
Yeah, which is such a downgrade. He's
Yeah.
awful.
yeah,
They're Moneyball,
for me,
right?
Brentford's
Moneyball.
a C because
yeah,
it's a C because for me their best player they've signed this summer is Kevin Schade, who was on loan at them last year. So they've not actually upgraded
right,
the squad in the transfer window. They've just made
right,
whoever's
made
their
it
best
permanent.
signing this year is they've made it permanent. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
What's it called? What's his name?
I'm going to go D. If you want to throw that in,
Ooh,
are you
D.
tracking these?
Schade. Doesn't
Yeah.
that mean shit
Schade.
in German?
No,
Shit?
Scheiße.
That's
Oh,
Scheisse.
Scheisse. What does Schade mean? Okay.
Oh, also, before we carry on, Hoff, we should take a moment to ask that you please hit that subscribe button on YouTube
Yes.
for us, guys. Please do.
Please. It's free.
Yes.
It's free.
Yeah.
It costs you nothing. Costs you
Free
nothing.
$99.
I know if you're a Brentford fan, you probably won't now after I gave them a D, but consider it anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving on.
All right. Moving on to Brighton. Notable incomings: Joao Pedro, Carlos Balaba, young kid from Lille, Mohamed Dahoud on a free, James Milner on a free, Ansu Fati on loan. Yep, we'll talk about that. Outgoings: Moises Caicedo to Chelsea, Alexis McAllister to Liverpool, Robert Sanchez to Chelsea, Dennis Undav to Stuttgart. Yeah, a lot of big outgoings, money wise.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of players too.
Yeah,
Yeah, and for me, their window, it either cancels it out, so it's a C, or it's slightly negative because they've got rid of.
Really?
I'm going to go with A or S.
I'm going A. I'm going A or S.
Yeah, but you didn't let me finish.
Oh,
as to
sorry.
why. So my reasoning being, the players, when you know what you've got in certain players, and obviously, you know, you couldn't stop McAllister going to Liverpool, and Casido's a mess. And I kind of agree they did the right thing there, because I think Casido might be more trouble than he's worth, just because his head was turned in January.
mm-hmm.
You can blame Arsenal if you want for that, but you know, it was. His head was turned in January.
Yep.
I think he begrudgingly went back there with his tail between his legs. Still played pretty well, and now obviously he's, you know, we're not going to judge him on what he's done at Chelsea for this conversation in particular. But I just think you're bringing in a lot of players. There's some risk involved, and that's why That's why I'd say a C, because it's the risk factor. It could work out brilliantly, but it might not, just with the players that went out. I understand people though that think it's really good, but I mean, we'll have to see. If you ask me this question again in January, it'd be interesting to see if I have the same answer or not.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to judge it as if I was Brighton, and I think getting that amount of money for those players is insane.
Yeah,
that's ridiculously good transfer business.
That's
and
true.
They've kept De Zerbi, and you know that they've scouted replacements and had them lined up for all these players when they leave. I think for me, it's an A. That just because of the money they got for the transfers and how well how well Brighton are going to do to replace them. They've lost.
That is a fair shout. That is.
I think they could have done with a striker. They could have done with a new striker, but even Evan Ferguson's is stepping up now, isn't he? So
yeah,
true.
Yeah, I'd say A. So far, definitely the best of the bunch so far, and just looking ahead, I can't. Maybe there will be someone else that pops up, but definitely A. If there's another team, then if there's not another team, then they would be S for me. Right? If there's not another team that's better.
I like the risk of Fati, because if it works, they're all going to look like geniuses.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, he goes back to Barcelona at the end of the season. I mean, he's going to go back either way, but I like that, and I think Mo Dahoud's really good. I like him at central midfield. So I would agree with an A, creeping toward an S. Yeah, and like you guys said, getting the money for Caicedo, McAllister, Sanchez. I think that's great.
It might
great business
in their face, but the business they've done so far is ridiculous. The only one I think is questionable is James Milner, but then experience is always good.
Free.
If you've told him you're going to sign for us and not play and it's a free, then
I think they have a negative 100 million net spend for this summer. So
see,
they made 89 million euros.
I didn't even equate the finances in when I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it purely from a player standpoint. So if we're equating that in as well, then I'd like to bump it to a B for me. I'm not going to jump to A. S, by the way, did you have that in American schools? Because we didn't have that in England.
No, what is that?
It's just a tier list thing.
Bollocks?
It's not. It's not in school.
Tier list thing.
All right,
is it
S is not in this. You can do A plus.
S is supposed to be like best of the best.
Do A plus. That's what you get in school, isn't it?
I mean,
so can we recalibrate?
No,
one goes
S.
above Brighton,
No. It has to be S, guys. This is a tier list thing. This is not our thing. This is
it has to be S.
Yeah, it's S. S tier is like a phrase in internet language.
Okay.
S tier. S tier.
I'll remember to tag that in the tags.
Sure.
S tier. It's like when you're saying someone's the best, you're like, oh, he's S tier. This is on the internet.
Never said that in my life.
Oh, I know, but it's an internet thing. It's not a real life thing.
I'm on the internet.
Milo's like when
we're on the internet right now.
Yeah, we're on the internet right now.
True.
Exactly.
We could rewrite the internet right now.
Burnley. Go on.
All right, Burnley. We've got Aaron Ramsey, not that one, the other one. Incoming Sander Berge. James Trafford, young goalkeeper for Man City. Zeki Amdouni, hope I said that right, from Basel, coming in. Outgoing Wout Weghorst went to Hoffenheim. Ashley Barnes went to Norwich on a free. Matthew Lowton is without a club. So yeah, that's not a ton of business by Burnley, but I think. Yeah, what do you think? There we go.
D.
It's a bit meh, isn't it? It's a bit.
I don't think. Yeah, they spent a bunch. I don't think. I think it's D tier. There's no big names that feel like they're gonna be okay. Now we're Premier League prepared.
That's my fault. I left Nathan Redmond out. Does that change your?
he's up there in age, right?
He is 29
now. Yeah.
Oh,
so he's only 29.
29. Okay.
32.
So maybe, I mean, that's 19 million for for James Trafford seems a little excessive.
Yeah,
I agree with that, and I think they've done well in getting rid of 2 players, or 3 players they didn't need. If Loughton doesn't have a club, they got rid of him, and Vogt Weghorst, fine, get rid of him. Barnes was never at the level of the Premier League anymore. That's good.
Yeah.
But I think the Inns are just lack anything like, oh my God, wow. Burnley managed to spend some Premier League money. But
I'm also throwing D up there for, visual.
I think getting Berga in is off of a newly promoted team is good. I don't know how well he performed in the championship last year. But before he went to Sheffield, I know he was the talk of all of Premier League clubs, like, oh, maybe we're going to get Sander Berge. And he ended up going to Sheffield United when they were previously up. But other than that, I'm not that impressed with their window.
C-, D+. Yeah.
C-. I'll go C- for that. It's not good or bad, really, is it?
Yeah.
It's just
the amount they've paid for Trafford is too much for someone who's never played in the Premier League.
Yeah,
it is, but he's a highly touted youngster that other teams wanted as well, right? He was linked with quite a few teams.
How much did Southampton pay for Bazunu?
Not very much, like a couple of million.
Okay. I was trying to equate it to that, but yeah, they paid 17 million for Trafford. No. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Chelsea FC. Incomings: Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Axel Disasi, Nicholas Jackson, Robert Sanchez, Jordi Petrovic for New England Revolution fans. Malang Sarr, Levi Colwill was promoted. He's on the incoming transfer list, so I'm going to include him. Outgoings: Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic, Kalidou Koulibaly, Pulisic, Edward Mendy, Loftus-Cheek, Lukaku out on loan, Hudson-Odoi to Forest, Kepa out on loan, Azpilicueta on a free, Aubameyang on a free, Kante on a free, Ziyech out on loan, João Felix returned to Atletico, Zakaria back to Juventus. That's most of them. There's still some, but that's a lot, but that's most of them.
Who wants to go first? Bloody hell. Yeah.
This is a tricky one for me.
They made a lot of money, and they spent a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah, highest net spend of the summer for me, I think.
Obviously getting rid of Havertz pushes it towards an A. No, I'm just kidding. We all know why I say that. It's fine. I don't know, man. I mean, the players that they've bought in, the question is there a plan? The Cole Palmer deal, I don't like at all. I think that's a lot of money for him.
Yeah.
Given what we know of him, we talked about that a little bit on last week's show in the deadline day segment. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I gotta get you guys back.
We froze.
Snippety snip snip. Let us know when you're good.
Should be good. Yep, we're good.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah, so I mean, the Jackson
and
deal.
We're gone.
And we're gone.
And we're back.
And
I don't know why it's up. We're good. Sorry.
Technical glitches.
Yeah.
The gremlin.
Bowley's hacked my computer.
Maybe. He didn't like it when you said highest net spend.
Yeah.
It set off some sort of alarm in Chelsea headquarters. But it's just, what's the plan? Like Caicedo coming in as well. And it's just, what is the plan? What is there? And I don't think, I know we don't want to bring the game so far into it. So it's difficult not to, isn't it? When you've seen their results. But given the spending, it's just, it's a real tough one. On paper, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm thinking nice, but at the same time, I'm also thinking, is it though?
The saving grace for their window, right, is that they've got rid of a lot of players they clearly didn't want anymore. They've not sold anyone they wanted to keep. There's no one that's forced to move or anything like that. They've got rid of a lot of people, a lot of deadwood, as people call it, and they've bought in pretty much all youngsters, which is going to set them up for the future. But as you said, Milo, it's very hard to judge the Chelsea window knowing how they have started this season. Like, it's not
having these young great players is one thing. But fitting them all in and ensuring, like, not all those players will develop into butterflies, if you will. From caterpillars. Do you know what I mean? Because they won't get the playing time, and we know just the Carabao Cup won't do it. And some of those players there that won't get minutes probably would be starting in other Premier League teams. So and that's their fault for going there. They signed the contract, but.
So, I mean, chat are saying F tier. We've got 2 people saying Chelsea and F.
No way.
I think they've cleared too much deadwood to put F.
Exactly.
The amount of
before the Saudi stuff, F, 100%.
Yeah.
But Bully pulled out the Saudi stuff out of nowhere, and that immediately should that should qualify him for a lot of apologies.
Out of nowhere. Can you do nowhere in
right. But they got Caicedo, they got Enzo. I mean, that's albeit last winter, but they got recently they got Lavia, they got Sanchez, they got Nkuku. Nicholas Jackson doesn't look that great. I'd give him like a C-. I feel like they didn't quite like get their head above water, but they definitely are not as bad as everyone thought they were going to be.
Yeah, I disagree with Mordecai in chat, right? His comment is 500 million spent and they're arguably worse than last year. I don't think they are worse than last year. I think they're similar. The squad as a whole is similar. They still don't have a striker. And they've got Pochettino. Indicate Jackson's there, but it's tough. It's tough. I'd just bog standard C, I think. Like,
I think it's C, and on paper, a B-. On paper, it's a B-, but in reality, it's C.
I'd put him at the end of C. Hoff, where would you put him?
I think, I think low C probably. I'm trying to do like mental gymnastics with the Palmer thing, because I forgot that Kovacic went there, obviously. So I was trying to think of it as Kovacic and cash for Palmer, but I still wouldn't make that deal. I like Kovacic. I think he's really good. And strengthening your rivals, I guess you could argue if Mount and Havertz are strengthening rivals at the moment, but on paper they should be.
I mean, they are if those teams are looking for that specific player. Yeah. And then if those specific players work in the system that they're being asked to play in. So again, but I totally hear what you're saying.
I don't know how many of the players they brought in are Pochettino approved players, like guys that he actually wanted, and how many are like they're all 25. Sanchez, Disasi, and Nkunku are 25. Those are the 3 oldest guys. And I feel like Bowley can say, "Oh, we backed Pochettino." I don't know how backed Pochettino feels, though, if that makes sense. But I got him low C. That's where
better or worse than Brentford?
Ooh. I think.
By the way.
Because of, I mean, they finished below Brentford last year, right? And they're pretty much in the same spot, like Cultured said. So I would have them
done the same, haven't they? Even if they've strengthened, it's just
they're both like
still similar.
Status quo, even though they dropped almost 500 million or some ridiculous number. I don't know.
It's like you said, Carl.
That's a lot of money to not have a wow to it.
Yeah. If they hadn't have got that Saudi money, it would be an F. But they did, and they got rid of loads of deadwood, and that pushes them up quite high. But low C. I think where they are for me.
Okay.
Bottom of the C.
Are we still on Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to move
Right,
it along.
This segment's going to take us till about midnight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chelsea, yeah.
Tier
C.
lists. Yeah.
C.
Whatever. It takes a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, thankfully, Crystal Palace is next, and they have looks like 12 total in and out. They got Dean Henderson in, Rob Holding in, Jefferson Lerma on a free, and Guaita out, Wilfred Zaha out, Jack Butlin out on a free, Luka Milivojevic out on a free, James MacArthur retired. Where do you have Palace?
I got him front of D.
Front of D. Okay. I will throw them in there while we discuss.
I've got them front of C or last in B.
All right.
Ooh.
I think, again, they cleared out a lot of players that they didn't bother giving new contracts to, which is fine. I think Zaha isn't as much of a miss as people think because they kept Elise and held him off from Chelsea, got him on a new contract. Dean Henderson is a very good goalkeeper. He'll do really well for Palace. I
held
think
on
it's more
to,
positive than negative.
Yeah, holding on to Elise is big, I think.
Yeah, that's huge, holding on to Elise. They could have done with a striker, but,
yeah,
you know, most clubs could have done with
it seems like
striker.
Edward's playing a little differently as well.
Tete and Edward, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with the low B.
I forgot about Elise.
think they've
Yeah,
had-
I might bump him up.
I think they've had a better transfer window than Chelsea, for example. So, and Bournemouth. I think they've had a better transfer window than everyone in that C column.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll go high C.
Alrighty.
All right, high C for Palace. Everton up next.
Ooh.
Not a lot here. Beto in from Udinese, Kirmiti from Sporting, Danjuma on loan from Villarreal, Ashley Young in on a free, Jack Harrison in on loan, Moise Keane to Juventus going out, Iwobi to Fulham, Damari Gray to Al Ettifaq, and
We bleep that. Oh, that's all
Where do
we
you
can
have
talk about.
Everton?
Jordan. I have Everton. Nice F.
I had them as an F, but they managed to get money for Iwobi, so I bumped them to a D. Because to get money for Alex Iwobi, to actually get someone to buy him off you is impressive. So,
And
they got rid of Neil Mopay.
I think you've been
They
a
got
bit
rid of
harsh
Neil
on
Mopay.
That's true.
So, yeah, I know I am being harsh on Iwobi. He's not that bad.
I'll give them. I will give them a high F.
I'm happy if they go in F. By the way, I am happy if they go in F. So
I think I thought Iwobi was one of their better players last couple years when they almost got relegated, and I thought it was kind of weird that they sold him.
that's the problem, right?
And that's it. When you look at their window, like they haven't. I know they just with the players that have gone and the players that have come in, and given the fact that they were fighting for survival last season, they haven't. In my opinion, they haven't addressed that. Like, I don't see them as being strengthened. I see them as being the same level, or maybe I don't know. I don't want to say worse because anything can happen, I suppose. But yeah, I just don't think they've strengthened. So for me, it's not a successful window, even if they've made a little bit of money on it.
Sean Dyche special
Gray,
coming.
but maybe. Danjuma's better than Gray, but Beto, no one really knows what he's going to be like. He looked decent in his first game, but that was against Sheffield United. So happy with F.
Oops. There we go. Okay. Fulham. We just mentioned Alex Iwobi incoming, Calvin Bassey from Ajax, Timothy Castagna from Leicester, Raul Jimenez from Wolves, Adama Traore on a free. Let's see, outgoings, Mitrovic gone. He's the only player that they got money for that was outgoing. Everyone else left on a free. Gazaniga, Knockert, and Babu on a loan. They lost Manor Solomon. Well, he wasn't under contract. That's not fair to them. I'm not including Manor Solomon. Where do you have Fulham?
Nearly lost Paulinho. They'll probably lose him in January as well.
Yeah.
Which is that would have been big. That would have been a big one.
Yeah.
I wonder who they'll bring in his place. I'll
That's
give
their
them
only
like
saving grace.
Yeah,
Mhm.
D.
front of D. I'd say front of D for me.
Front of D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimenez, Mitrovic to Jimenez is such a downgrade. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not good.
It's not, yeah, it's.
I'm gonna
not the
go. I'm
best.
gonna go. Yeah, you're probably right, but I could put them at the bottom of C.
Yeah, they made good money off Mitrovic, right? So that's also that's
Yeah,
there.
52, almost 53 million euros.
Yeah. That's that's. But I don't know if they did enough to strengthen. And didn't Calvin Bassey, it was against Arsenal, he had like a couple howlers or something, or he conceded the penalty.
We're not including those performances
Yeah, don't
in
include the
the
games.
discussion.
Oh, okay, but I mean, we didn't. Did you guys know much about Bassey before that game?
No.
No.
Okay. It's 18. Yeah, I think it's like 20 million for him. So,
I'm not the one that made that rule. We've said it
Yeah, I
earlier.
did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
but like, we have to know, if we know something about the player, we have to apply it, right? I had
haven't
never
been.
even seen the guy run until that game. You know,
Has their
like that's all.
did their squad get better or worse after this transfer window?
If
And
since
I think
Palhinha
Jimenez
stayed,
coming in from,
Yeah, I
Jimenez
think
coming in from
Palhinha
Mitrovic.
staying was.
that's what puts
Yeah.
them in a D. I think if they sold Paulinho, it's an F.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But depends on who they
There's
brought.
no one coming
but-
in.
Apparently, they didn't sell him because they didn't have a replacement in ready
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see who they bring in form.
All right, the mighty Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Wataru Endo, all incomings. Fabinho out, Jordan Henderson out, Oxlade-Chamberlain out, Naby Keita out, James Milner out, Roberto Firmino out, Fabio Carvalho to Leipzig on a loan. Yeah, what do you have for Liverpool?
It's got to be a high B just for the midfield upgrade. I think they could have done with a forward, but then Luis Diaz coming back. I just think they've made the right moves for what they need, and that to me should be a key factor in how successful you think that specific transfer window was. Because, if you look at what they've done, we've talked about it a lot as well, like how that was their focus area. I still think, like I said, think another forward would be good, and I think they'll target that maybe next time, or a centre back. But I know people are
Center back. Yeah.
people are talking about VVD, and there's
They have a
question
better
marks.
window than Arsenal.
No. I think they're high
I don't
C.
think they had a better window than Arsenal.
And I think they had a good window. I think, if they could have addressed the center back, that's the only thing they didn't do that could have taken them to B or maybe even A. But I think they're good in the front line. I think they're good in midfield now, especially moving on Henderson and Fabinho for money. Like those are that's good. That's good business at the end of the day. As much as people hate Saudi or whatever, like Saudi saved them big time.
Yeah. So I would say I'd say B behind Arsenal because of the money they bought in for aging players.
I think
and that allowed them to strengthen the midfield, right? So
For me, it has to be B because it is given what we know happened last season.
Yeah.
And then we all were talking about, wow, they need to replace their midfield. They did that in spades. Like, I think they've brought in some really good players for those positions. So I think it's a really good window.
And I'm sort of judging it against, if you look at the clubs we've got in C at the moment, I think Liverpool had a better window than all of them.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as Aston Villa and Arsenal.
You know why I said forward? Because I forgot about Gakpo. Why is he so forgettable, Liverpool fans? answer in the chat. Why is Gakpo? I just keep forgetting about him all the time.
He's nice. He's really nice. Yeah, okay. Maybe with the defender, they would have gone up to A even. But yeah, maybe B is the right spot for them.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I don't think better than Arsenal. Yeah.
All right. Got him low B right now. Luton Town.
I'm
Next.
going straight off the bat before you say anything here, Hoff.
Yep.
I'm going C because I have no idea what their squad was like before the window, and I have no
That's
idea what
fair.
their squad like is after the window. So I'm going.
I mean,
C.
they got some nice
So,
names. Some
Ross
United
Barkley doesn't do
players.
it for you.
How about Marvelous Nakamba? Marvelous.
good name.
Kamba,
Tim
Thomas
Krul.
Kaminsky, Tahith Chong.
Albert
good with the C.
Sambi Lakonga. What a
good to
move.
see.
Lakonga.
Maybe their squad did get better. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh.
They didn't. They only
did.
lost 2 guys on a free. So they, it looks like their squad is. They brought in a handful of guys. They only spent 22 million in total. They probably needed to spend more than that, but
Maybe.
I don't.
An AI
Maybe.
supercomputer had Luton finishing, I think it was 12th.
Really?
I don't see it myself, but it was somewhere around not far off mid-table that this AI supercomputer had in the preseason predictions. Given the names they've brought in and the fact that I don't know the names, some of the names that have left, like Cultured was pointing out, like, you know, our frame of reference is a little bit skewed for this one. Yeah. But I still think they brought in solid names. I'd have to go a high C.
I was just thinking, if they've made the squad better, it's a better window than Chelsea and Brentford from the
That's what I mean.
we've had.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
It's got to be a high C. I mean,
Sounds
maybe even.
good.
I don't know that I was as enthralled with Bournemouth's window as you guys, so I'd maybe even go above Bournemouth, but I don't know what you think about that.
I don't hate that.
I can be happy with that.
I think Barkley and Krul are the ones that I really liked out of that. Just because you can count on Tim Krul to probably save you 3 games a year.
Penalties. 2 or 3 penalties.
Well, yeah, he'll definitely save some penalties. But honestly, I forget what Ross Barkley played like before he left Chelsea.
Yeah, no idea.
I don't really remember.
I don't think very well.
Yeah.
Talk about forgettable
But
players, yeah.
I also don't think who was the manager, like, because he there. I'm assuming he was there when a manager took over, and that manager didn't then play him because he's had moments of brilliance, right? Where we've like Barkley has had that in his locker, but obviously we've not seen it for a long time. But obviously I'd like to look back in his history, and I won't do it now because it's going to take too long. But at some point, I'll have a look at Barkley's history because he was up, and then plateaued, and then down.
Yeah,
and I just think his potential was a lot higher than that, and maybe the wrong move at the wrong time.
Yeah,
Probably going to Chelsea.
Wrong move at the wrong time.
It probably was, and I don't mean that as a slight to Chelsea. They probably just had better players in his position. So
They went for the money.
And that's I hate that about football because there are players that could go on to be so much better if they didn't go and sit on a bench. You know, it's frustrating.
Yep.
Okay, big clubs now. Big
clubs. Manchester City.
This one.
Gvardiol, Mateus Nunes, Jeremy Doku, Mateo Kovacic. Those are the big ones incoming. Outgoing Cole Palmer, who we talked about previously, Riyad Mahrez, Laporte, Benjamin Mendy technically left on a free, Gundogan on a free to Barcelona, and Joao Cancelo on loan to Barcelona. Manchester City.
It's
possibly ahead of
B+.
Yeah, I think they're.
It's so hard to find anything wrong with it, but they also have the luxury of having an amazing squad in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's
true.
easier for them to have a good window than it is for a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
They did sign someone from their sister club, by the way, Girona, which is, maybe something spicy going on there.
Getting 47 million for a 21-year-old is always nice.
Yeah.
Speaking as a football manager player.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mahrez is 32. I didn't realize he was that old. Laporte kind of surprised me, just because I feel like he's still. I shouldn't say them selling him to Saudi, just because I feel like he's still in his prime. But I guess there are other players that are going there too. Yeah.
And then move back to Europe. I'm happy with A above Brighton.
Yeah.
I think
above. Okay. Yeah. All right, now we're on to the other Manchester club, Manchester United. Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, Andre Onana, Sofian Amrabat on loan, Altay Bayindir for 5 million. That's nice. Johnny Evans on a free, Sergio Reguilon on loan from Spurs. Dean Henderson out, Anthony Elanga out, Fred gone, Alex Tellez gone, Eric Bailly gone. Mason Greenwood, Brandon Williams out on loan, and some Tuanzebe, Phil Jones, David De Gea all left the club as well.
Go on, Cart. What do you think?
If you look at the players we spent money on, Mount, Onana, Højlund, and eventually Amrabat after the loan, those are 4 good signings, I think. Obviously, jury's out on Mount. I think he will play a good role in replacement for Fred. But if you look at just those 4 and you forget about how these happened, right? How long it took, or how long it didn't take, etc. Those are decent names to bring in. The rest are very low, like Reguilon, Bayindir, Evans, barely nothing. Total for those is 4 million. On the inability to move out Maguire, the inability to move out other players that maybe they didn't want does bring them down quite a bit, but overall, I'd give it like a C at the end of the day. I mean, the Amrabat keeps it at a C for me. Somewhere in there.
I think
Cultured?
Judging by, like Carter said, the players we've bought in, if we're not taking performances into opinion, I think it's a B- below Liverpool, Arsenal and Villa. Like, I think it's just above a C because I think Mount is this player that Ten Hag wants to replace Fred eventually. Amrabat's good. We needed a backup for Casemiro. We needed a new goalkeeper was talked about, and we went and got one. We needed a striker. We went and got one. And then, Johnny Evans, Reguilon, and Bayindir are all backup players. They're not going to start. They've been brought in as cover, and I think that's good. It's just the lack of outs for relatively good money. I mean, getting rid of Elanga is good. I think Pellistri looks like he can fill in the backup right wing spot when needed, and we've got options across the wings completely. It's the lack of outs. I could see the argument for putting them at C, but I do think the squad has got better with the players that have been brought in. And Man United famously can't sell players for lots of money. So Maguire and McTominay going to West Ham for like a combined 100 million was never going to happen. So, being at the bottom of the B, I think is good for me, but I'd happily move them to C if that's what the consensus is. So,
my first reaction was, again, on paper, a B-, and then I was like, or even a B, and then, maybe a high C. I'd probably put them at the front of C if you're going to put them down there. I think Højlund bumps it up into the B category for me because he is the unknown, probably I would say the most potential to be the most impactful signing. I mean, I know Onana's a keeper and they are impactful as well, obviously. But I think Højlund is a player that a lot of clubs would have quite liked. Whether or not it'll work out, it's too early to tell, but he certainly looks the part, right? So I think the Højlund deal for me bumps it up a notch. So I'd probably put it in the B, but not in front of Liverpool.
No.
Yeah, after I was done reading them, my first instincts were at the end of B. But that's a good justification for B overseas, the Højlund, just the potential. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, some more money being spent at Newcastle United. Sandro Tonali in, Harvey Barnes and Tino Livramento in. Going out, Alan St. Maximin, Chris Wood, Carl Darlow, Ryan Fraser on loan to Southampton. Those are the big ones. Where do you have Newcastle?
When you think about the Gordon was in January, right? I think.
Yeah.
Harvey Barnes, I really like that signing. I like that type of player. but I'll give them because they're only year 2 into their new kind of right. Last summer was their first summer with the Saudi owners, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Year 2. I know on paper it doesn't look flashy, but I kind of like that for a new project, how they're not going overboard with the spending right off the bat type of thing. Even though, I mean, they did spend quite a bit last summer. But it feels, on paper, it doesn't look great, maybe, but I think for their project, it's a solid B.
I'm leaning towards A. I think it's for Newcastle. I think it's a really good window. I think Tonali coming in is massive for them. I think Harvey Barnes does exactly what Eddie Howe wanted. He said he wanted more creators on the wing, not goal scorers. And Harvey Barnes is an assist machine. He's proven that. I think they've upgraded their squad entirely. They've sold shit players that were never going to play for them and got a bit of money. 20 million for Chris Wood or something. 15 million, something like that for Chris Wood. It's. I think when you take a step back and look at it, I think they've had a really good window. And
those are the only 2 signings,
flashy,
though. Barnes and Tonali, really, that are going to affect the first team, or not even Barnes, maybe not even the first team, just Tonali.
I think Livramento will step
that's why it feels
right
like
in,
solid
whenever
B
Trippier leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there has to be. It's gone a bit quicker than they thought, right, for the Champions League, and I think there has to be credit for the players that got them to the Champions League. Clearly, are good players. Then they don't all need upgrading. They're playing well as a unit. It's actually this season I think is going to be more crucial for Newcastle than last season. When they're in the Champions League, what's the difference between their squad now and the elite in the Champions League? That's when we'll find out. But I could front of B is I'm happy with that. Milo?
I don't think front of B is correct. I don't know that they've had. I don't know that they've had a better window than United. Look, I don't know that I would go C. I really don't. I really like the Tonali signing as well. Okay, I really do, and I think he's cemented himself into Toon Law already. There was a lot of talk that he didn't want to be there, right, when the move first went through and stuff. I mean, it does. Those kind of moves don't happen very often from Italy, so it's one of those. But I think the disappointment for Newcastle fans, knowing the money behind the club, they didn't, and I'm not saying it's bad that they didn't. I like that they didn't just go and splash the cash, but what contributed to that? Is it do they have a lack of pulling power at the moment, so to speak? Obviously, they spent a lot the year before. Isak missed a good chunk of last season, and we'll be looking to make amends for that this year. Good team, definitely on the up. I think they could have done more. Given their financial resources, I think they could have done more to strengthen. And when you look at the teams around them, the teams they want to compete with, I feel like they needed to do a little bit more, But that's where I'm at. And I don't know that I'd say their window was better than United, to be honest. I think
we're going to have a law of averages here. What are you? What do you? Because I've said A, Cart said top of B, Milo saying
said B,
bottom of B.
I said B.
Oh, B. Okay.
Just
you
B.
said
I'm not sure where in B.
Do you think they had a better window than Arsenal?
So that's what I was kind of hinting at with the project, right? It's only year 2 of their project, and they're not going crazy about it, right? If they could have gone crazy like Arsenal, I bet they had the buying power to do that. I mean, not that Arsenal went crazy, but just spending a lot on like bigger names. Tonali's a huge name, by the way, but they're not doing multiple signings in multiple positions. They're kind of keeping the same consistency they had last year, or the same kind of squad, it feels like, and just tweaking a couple upgrades here and there, hopefully get into the Champions League easier this season type of thing. So I think you have to think about like the direction the club is going in when kind of judging their transfer activity. I think they lost Saint Maxim, right? You think you mentioned? He went to Saudi, right? So that's a bit, that Harvey Barnes coming in, St. Maxim going out, you could argue that it's not going to really affect their table ranking at the end of the season, but it's kind of a wash almost in a way, right? It's not like Harvey Barnes is like they're upgrading something, you know, they're replacing St. Maxim, you know. That's why it doesn't feel less.
That's what I mean. That's why I think that's why I think bottom would be because of that. But that, I mean, yeah, somewhere in there. I don't know, half. You might be the deciding.
You might be the swinger.
Executive decision.
Nothing that,
Harvey Barnes has much better output than St. Maximin. Like much better output in terms of assists and goals.
He blew hot and cold quite a lot, didn't he, St. Maximin?
Yeah.
No, it'll be an up. Yeah, I think it'll be a slight upgrade, but like it's not like a huge step. I don't think maybe, especially with Anthony Gordon coming in on that same position.
Off, come on, have the deciding.
All right. I've definitely got them in B. I'm just trying to compare them with the clubs we have in B already. I like Tonali. I like that signing a lot. I really like. I don't know how much he's going to play, but I like the Livramento signing. Just getting someone from a relegated club that will eventually, like, he could play right if he doesn't get hurt again. He could play right back for years for them, easily. Whenever Trippier leaves, the outgoings, I don't know how much of an influence St. Maximin was in the locker room. He seemed like he was a good teammate. I always enjoyed watching him, but you get, I would say, consistent production with Barnes instead of like a bunch of goals and assists in a handful of games and then nothing for another handful of games.
Pull the trigger.
All right.
Pull the trigger.
We're deep into extra time now.
I got him here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's up to Hoff on extra time and cultured. I'm chilling. Just saying. Like you get.
Oh, I'm seeing this out.
Okay, I mean cultured. I know,
but we need to up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Culture's. Yeah, it's his middle of his work.
All right, Nottingham Forest. We've got Ibrahim Sangare in, Anthony Alaga in, Chris Wood in, Murillo from Corinthians in, Vlachodimos from Benfica, Matt Turner from Arsenal, Hudson Odoi for 3.5 million, Nuno Tavares on loan, Brennan Johnson out, a couple of guys at MLS, Sam Surridge and Brian Ojeda out, Jack Colback to QPR. Those are the notables for Nottingham Forest.
I think it was a good window for them until they sold Johnson.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Brennan
D
Johnson.
for me. D for me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is harsh. That's
above Burnley, below Fulham.
I was gonna just looking at them.
Right
It's like
there.
they're like baby Chelsea's. They're like baby Bowley almost. You know.
Yeah.
They're like right next to Chelsea. There's so many players in and out, and even last summer in and out. It's just like, what is going on?
It's
C
like, for me.
Yeah.
It's like
above
a
Chelsea. That's where I'm putting them.
Yeah, it's like imagine like you're like
Origi in on loan too.
You're working at it like a I don't know, like a restaurant, and every day you have new employees or coworkers. It's like every single day a new coworkers, everything new cooks, new front service staff.
It's easy to look at that though from a established Premier League club point of view. When Forest came up, they brought in all these players as an attempt to like try and stay there, and now that didn't really work. Although it did, they stayed there, and now they've tried to upgrade those players. So I'm looking at the squad, the moves they've made. They have upgraded their squad. I think their squad is better than last year. I think that it's a C, and I think it's at least on par with Chelsea's window.
I agree.
Maybe just above.
Okay.
Them. Yeah,
I agree.
I've got them at a C. I would say their squad is better. Even though they brought in a ton of guys, not as much as last season, but yeah, I think that's a good spot for them, just above Chelsea.
Oh, you know what I just realized? in the YouTube clip, the 91st is going to be right on Cultured's face. The 91.
All right. No one needs to see my face.
Just saying. Just
All
realized.
right.
See this mug.
Sheffield United. Cameron Archer in. Gustavo Hammer in. That's really it. Sander Berge out, who we talked about before. Billy Sharp to Los Angeles Galaxy on a free transfer. That's it. Not a lot for Sheffield United.
Okay. Luke Thomas on loan. Tom Davies in. Okay. No clue. I'm gonna go with a solid C. I have no idea. I don't know who they like. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a D just because it's uninspiring.
I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better, actually.
F above Everton for me. It's not very good.
Yeah,
It's really not. They've lost Sander Berge, who's, like Koff said, coveted central midfielder by lots of different teams. Played most games for them in the Championship. Their best signing is Archer, who, if they get relegated, they don't make any profit on because Aston Villa will buy him back.
That makes me feel even better. Putting them in F makes me feel even better at putting Forest in C because, Forest's window is so much better than that.
True.
Given the resources of the teams and
Alrighty.
Yeah. I mean, at least Burnley went and spent a lot of money on a goalkeeper, right? So Forest could have bought Henderson. They didn't. They went and got someone else. Like Sheffield United, just I don't know. Hamer looks okay, but no, not good for me.
All right, Tottenham Hotspur.
Sorry, I'm kidding.
You said Gesundheit.
I mean, the big signing is Ange Postecoglou, though.
Yeah, that's
upgrade on Conte. That's a big upgrade.
Player-wise, Brennan Johnson in, James Madison in, Mickey Van de Ven, Pedro Porro, and Kulusevski were made permanent, so technically they joined in the summer window. Vicario from Empoli and Ashley Phillips, the young center back I talked about last week. He's not really relevant. I just want to throw his name in there. Manor Solomon on a free. Outgoing, some guy named Harry went to Leicester. Davinson Sanchez to Galatasaray. Jed Spence on loan. Lucas Moura on a free out. Ndombele, Region Tanganga, Roden on loan. And Kane to Bayern Munich.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
It's a good window.
It is.
It is a good window.
I think Madison for 40. I think it was 40 million. Because I'm looking at euros. 40 million pounds is. I know we're not judging with the current games, but even that we've needed a creative midfield player since Eriksson left, and we've got one now, and we only spent 40 million on him.
And this is what I think for me makes it key for Spurs, right? You needed a keeper, you got one.
Yeah.
You needed a centre back, you got one. You needed a creative playmaker, you got one. You needed potentially someone to replace Kane. That's probably the only thing you didn't really get.
Yeah.
But Son's now moved up front and you've got other players coming in.
That looks promising, by the way. Just to mention.
Yeah.
Solid window. Totally solid window. Apart from not getting rid of Lloris and Dyer, that would have made it an A, I think.
And I'll repeat.
Yeah.
I know we're not kind of basing it off this, but the biggest upgrade is the manager. Just huge upgrade.
That.
I mean, it's technically, I guess, it's some sort of. Is it better than City?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is it better than Brighton?
No.
I'm going B above Liverpool.
See, I think for the whole squad, they've had a better window than Arsenal.
I'll go front of B. I think even Villa
behind Brighton. Yeah.
We're behind Brighton.
Goes behind Brighton in A. Yeah.
I might go. I'll go behind Brighton.
Okay. I won't disagree.
Let the record show that's not where I put them.
The Brennan Johnson signing is huge. That's
Brennan
huge.
Johnson, that's good.
You got good competition on the front line now. Really good competition.
Yeah, and that was.
Look, we've talked about how good it's been for you for the last 4 weeks. It's infuriating.
Does Brennan Johnson play at the 10 as well? Does he
he
also
plays
play?
all across the three behind the striker.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, good competition.
I talked about it with the Chelsea and Pochettino. Like, I didn't know if any of the signings were approved, sanctioned, whatever you want to say, by him. I know, like, Postecoglou is just raving and raving about Brennan Johnson, so I know that's someone that he wanted. And with some of the other names, like, we were linked with Fati as well, and he said he preferred Johnson to Fati. So, yeah, that's another, and that just hammers home the manager is probably the best of the bunch as far as new signings go.
And you also just signed a young Croatian kid or something. Center back. I don't know.
It's like 16-year-old Croatian center back from.
Oh,
Hajduk
he's 16.
Split.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He won't be joining until he's 18, I guess.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. All right,
Gotcha.
West Ham United. Mohamed Kudus in.
S. James
Edson
Ward-Prowse,
Alvarez
S.
in. James Ward-Prowse in. Declan Rice out. Skamaka out. Vlasic out. Lanzini out on a free as well.
I think seriously, it's probably not S, but it's a very good window, right? I think I would have liked to have seen Skamaka given more time, but I think Edson Alvarez from Ajax is great. James Ward-Prowse is great. Everything they've strengthened is an upgrade for the whole squad overall. It's just missing that striker. Like, how common is that in this tier list?
Yeah,
I don't think they upgraded on Rice.
So no, but
Edson
I think the money
Alvarez
they got for Rice was very good. It's not an upgrade.
For sure.
It's not an upgrade. It's like Liverpool, right? They've spent that money and then reinforced midfield with like
Don't
2-3
forget,
players.
Cartwheel hates Declan Rice for some weird reason. I think I know the reason, by the way.
I don't hate Declan Rice.
For Arsenal.
I don't hate Declan Rice.
But yeah, they took the 130 mil they made from Rice and Skamaka and then split it pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, Edson Alvarez and James Ward-Prowse for Declan Rice is a pretty good deal.
I think for when you're West Ham, that's a very, very good deal.
Plus 40 million?
West
I think it's a really good deal.
So,
yeah.
it's not better than City. I don't think it's better than City for me. I think it's around Brighton, Spurs-ish, but again, open to
I'd say
bought in
front of
Mavropanos, that brings it down a little bit.
It does bring it down a bit. He is not very
They paid
good.
19 million for Mavropanos from
He ripped off in Bundesliga. He was doing very well in the Bundesliga.
They've got
I know,
Antonio, Bowen. Who else up front? They've got Paqueta, Benrahma.
Paqueta, Benrahma.
Yeah.
I put him front of B.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I could be happy with that. Yeah.
I don't think it's better than Tottenham. Maybe it's a relative scale that I should be thinking about, but I don't know.
I think I was surprised Ward-Prowse went there, honestly.
Yeah, huge.
And that just speaks to the strength of the window.
But he had Liverpool written all over him.
I would agree with a high B.
Yeah, high B. It's
all
a good
right.
window. It's a good one.
And club. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The final. we have one. Are we on the last one?
Yep. Club number 20. Wolves. We have Mateus Cunha solidified his loan, finalized his loan, not solidified. Jean Rickner Bellegarde from Strasbourg, Santiago Bueno from Girona, Boubacar Traore from Metz, Enzo Gonzalez from Libertad, Matt Doherty on a free. Okay. And Mateus Nunez, Ruben Neves, both gone. Connor Cody, gone. Raul Jimenez, gone. Daniel Podence on loan out. João Moutinho, gone. Adama Traore, gone. Lots of outgoings. Guedes and Diego Costa, both gone. Yeah, I don't have this one very high.
Lopetegui gone at the last minute.
A lot weaker.
Yeah, Lopetegui gone.
Yeah.
The last minute.
Maybe bottom of D. I'm not sure. Is that harsh? I'm not sure.
That's fine with me. I mean, they made a lot of money. I think they made money on the net spend. So, but
they made about 75 million euros.
Yeah.
The squad just seems a lot weaker on paper, right? It seems a lot weaker. So
yeah,
Neves is a huge loss.
I think that's fine. So no S tier, guys. We have to give it to City. They're the top.
I mean, City goes S, right? Yeah.
There you go. Damn, that's not that. I mean, it's not that. It's understandable. I feel
Save
nothing.
it and save it and see at the end of the season
Uh-oh.
how
Oh yeah, go ahead.
team panned out. You know,
We can rejig it in January after the transfer window in January.
There you
We
go.
could.
In the February international break.
good idea.
There
Nice.
it is. It is saved.
Alrighty.
Apologies to fans of all other European football teams.
Oh, I thought you were just going to apologise to Everton and Sheffield United fans.
Now my second trivia one went on way too long. That wasn't the plan. So
That's all right.
and then that tier list, yeah, that takes a while.
Yeah.
I've not done one of those before with it.
I've never done a tier list, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
good.
Friday football phone-in thing we've been doing, and it takes a long
Yeah.
time. It takes a long, especially when
Yeah,
you have more people.
Comment below. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Alrighty.
Nice. I've got to go.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me
Guys,
Yeah. it's
we'll wrap it up
halfway through
there.
my
Thank
day.
you for joining. Please
I do
subscribe
have-
on YouTube. Oh yeah, go ahead, Milo.
too. Please do.
I've got one real quick.
No,
You
no,
want to hear
carry
one?
on what you're saying.
Oh no, no, no!
I'm
I was
I'm
waiting for the
ready.
joke.
I've got it ready, but yeah,
I've got it. I'll say my joke at the end. I'll
go
tell you
for
about
it. Yeah, yeah. No, go for it. Let's hear
Okay,
it.
a guy walks into a store. You know, it's like a novelty store, and he goes to the store clerk, and he says, "How much is that wig?" And he says, "Oh, that's a small price to pay."
It's how you tell them, Cart. It's how you tell them.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's
I
not
don't even
bad
know how
though,
it goes.
actually.
I read that on a sign driving by.
I quite like that, to be honest.
That's
I'm
more
not gonna
clever
lie.
than
I
it
was going to
is.
be nicking that one.
I was gonna say that in the
Um,
outro, but sorry, go ahead.
Mine this week was in the news yesterday. Police arrested 2 kids. One was drinking battery acid, and the other was eating fireworks. So they charged one and let the other one off.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
I don't even know how to say that one. I was trying to say. It takes a second to think about it.
A man walks into a shop and says, "Oh, how much is that wig?" And the store clerk goes, "Oh, it's just a small price to pay."
It's a small price to pay.
Yeah,
Or something.
to pay.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what the wording was on that part.
A little bit of a discombobulated show because of the international break.
Yes.
Blame UEFA and FIFA.
Yeah.
Anyone
How about
but us.
England, huh? How about
Yeah.
England?
But
Gareth Southgate's Barmy Army.
England.
oh,
Alrighty.
good quiz, good tier list.
I was Southgate out a while ago, as you know. Cultured is slowly coming around to join me on the Southgate out wagon.
I am.
He is gonna be out, right?
I think. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's not.
Where does he
Said
go after?
this.
Some
Middlesbrough.
mid-table Premier League team and fail. He'll do.
Back to Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
He'll get given the Villa
West
job
Ham.
or something ridiculous. You watch.
West Ham's not a bad shout, actually, Cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see him doing West Ham. Yeah. Right. Cheers, lads.
Alrighty, guys. Good night.
I better actually do some
Adios.
work. Yeah. Later.
Alrighty, guys. International break. Chill stream. We'll be back fully erect next Monday. Good night.